Hello, hello. There we go. There we go. Gosh, everything's always scuff with me. It's always scuff. Thank you, Lunar Fox, for being active, as you always are. Appreciate you. You always show up when you can, which is all that I ask for. They show up when you can. If you can't, then that's all good, too. But it's all when you can. You know what I mean? Double fish! There was a double fish. Hello, Trash Bag. Hello, Suni. Hello, Great Ghost. Lunar, Renleo, all you guys who are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Of course, as always, I am your Salvi, little host here, doing stuff like this. Oh boy, just do a little stretch. And making sure that everything works as it should. Sup, Fury? Hooray! I hope that everyone is doing fine, and as you can see, we are going to be doing, of course, the same old that we usually do, which is, but of course, the fluffy tail happened. Yes, the fluffy tail. I do have a fluffy tail. That is very true. So yeah, I, just on a side note, I really want to play the DLC, but I don't even have the freaking original game. Holy crap. I don't even have it. So, yee. It's gonna be one of them things. I need to get the original game and the DLC all together. I don't know how much that'll cost, but I really want to play the DLC. Elden Ring DLC. Well, I mean, I played it a long time ago, but it was on a friend's account. So, I played it on a friend's account. I don't have that friend anymore. That's why I'm saying I don't have the game. I played it. I got my guy to 150 something. I'm gonna see if I can somehow get the save file, but I need the game and the DLC now. I know. Hello, Wisumite, Loyal Monster, Ma, whichever one you want to be called as. Hello, Noob. Hello again. Yes, I played it on a friend's account because like I've always not had the money for these games. And I played it on a friend's account. It was fun, and I finished it on a friend's account. I took the Ronnie route, the moon route, whatever you want to call it, the one that doesn't make me the Elden Lord, the other moon route. I played that one. I finished it that way. But other than that, yeah, I need to find a way to get the save file because, like I said, that friend is no longer a friend. I need to find a way to get that save file because, you know, that was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago when Elden Ring first came out. So I need to find a way to get that save file. I don't even know if the save file is gonna transfer correctly. I need to make sure it will. But yeah, I need to find a way to get the game and the Erdtree DLC, all that together. I need to find a way to do that. And that's not an easy thing to do. Because it costs money. Did you watch the latest announcement on the Hololive channel? We're going to be going over it, I think. Hey, Shiori Novelite Night. Let's just do that right now. Might as well. Let's see. Hololive live English YouTube. There we go. I had seen it before, I guess. Let's watch it right now. Ah, that's the big announcement. Okay, yeah. That goes to this one right here. Let's move this to where I was actually going to be doing it. This one right here. This part right here. This is what it is. You did. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at your replying in several comments. There you go. Sherry Novelite. There you go. English. You can listen to them all day. Nice. So yeah, this is the good one. But let's do it the way I usually do stuff, and let's hit it right now. Let's go make sure that yes, everything is going good. Everything's set up properly. Perfect. Gonna shut off the emotes popping up thingy. Shut that off for now. And there we go. Yago is the goat. And thank you again for supporting Sherry Novella Novelite. Thank you for being here. You just being here is a big support. Appreciate it. Check more of the comments later if you want. I will. All right. Again, we have another win from the Nijisanji competitor, which is Hololive. Hololive CEO Tanigo, Yago as everyone calls him, Motoaki Tanigo, does another win for everybody, and for Hololive in general. This is something that, of course, the CEO of Nijisanji could learn from, and it is crazy how they don't learn from this. Here we go. We have this. It says unpaid self-promotion, as they always have to mark that as unpaid self-promotion. Here we go.
Hello, Hololive fans of the world. This is Motoaki Tanigo, CEO of Kaba Corporation.
The music even.
Since we founded Hololive Indonesia and Hololive English back in 2020, we've seen debuts for 6 different units. Hololive Indonesia first, second, and third generation.
They've done really well with that.
Hololive English Miss, Promise, and Advent. I want to thank all of you for supporting our members up until now, even in times like the COVID-19.
And here you see at the very bottom left, they added Sana, a graduated Hololive EN talent. She's graduated, she left because of health issues, but even then, they still respect her enough to show a graduated talent because they left on good terms. So here we are. This is what it should happen.
I've got some big news to share. As announced recently, a new unit, Hololive English Justice, will be joining us soon. Elizabeth, Gigi, Cecilia, and Laola, I look forward to seeing each of these upcoming firecrackers in their journey of bringing justice to the world.
That's perfect, man.
In addition, we are proud to make VTuber history together with you all in our very first Hololive Night event at the Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Another announcement I'm proud to make is that 15 Hololive English members, with the addition of Advent, will perform on the King's Theater New York stage.
That's going to be amazing too.
That's right. They will be present for the long-awaited EN second live concert. We want you to know that our goal of spreading our passion aims beyond and without limit to just the United States. Hololive will have its first world tour starting from August 23rd, in Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, as well as the United States. We are pioneering new ways in the VTuber industry to create a culture that can be loved all around the world. This year, I expect there will be even more opportunities for fans from all over to enjoy and spend time with their favorite Hololive members.
That is really
There's
good.
still
Yeah.
more to come, and I can't wait to share with soon. But just for now, I hope that you all enjoy the Hololive English Justice first ever stream going live tomorrow. I'll see you there.
See, that's the way things should go. That's the way things should be made. And here we have people reacting. It says not just that, but the CEO actually celebrates the success of their current company and hypes everyone up for future events. That's the way it should go. And it says, Riku, how you beat Yago? Yago, you can't. I am alive. I am live as walking meme. I am living as a walking meme. Any cutter that's focused on JP, cover, world domination. Yeah, pretty clear now where the priorities are, I guess. Yeah, they're having good priorities. Good stuff here. We're going to take a look at a little bit of the stuff here. Is English, I can listen to him all day. Shiori Novelite, a supporter of the channel. To be honest, English isn't the best, but what's important is that he's trying his truly best to do everything. You know, they're having more replies. Deanna Productions is Prodamore is also Deanna Prodamore is also another subscriber to the channel that I recognize. Little boss music playing. Was expecting more. Basically, you know, Shiori Novelite is in a lot of these things here. Checking out a lot of these replies here. Just a lot of good replies. Looks like Achan isn't the only one who's been practicing their English. Of course, Narissa Ravencroft Jailbird is another one who pops in the channel on occasion. Says, yes, Cover Yago himself knows not to let his position as CEO get to his head. Actually learn things from his own workers and fans. That's how the CEO should act. Absolutely. That's the way the CEO should act when it comes to all these things. And of course, people are continuing doing more. Niji could never do something like this. They wouldn't. They absolutely wouldn't. World domination. Look at the production. Imagine the budget that they went through for all of this. A huge budget. Last time we heard the CEO speak in English was, yeah, let's not talk about that. That was the first time I ever heard the man talk as well. Never knew he sounded until that very day. Yeah, basically, EN is dead in the water for Nijisanji, but for Hololive, they want to show that they're growing and that they're going to continue to grow, which is amazing on that end. Let's see what you guys have to say. It's right here. Has anyone noticed that since the reveal trailer for Hollow Justice, Hollow EN have changed their profile picture? Ah, nice. EN still, Sana's still there? Yes, EN, Sana's still there. Kei-san is still in contact with Yago. Oh, wow. Shiori Novelite. Shiori Novelite. Yeah, because Kei-san left in good terms as well. Kei-san still talks to Yago to make sure that the girls are doing well. Hello there, Giannis. Imagine if GG equals Sana. Oh, that'd be crazy. I think Sana would actually just come back as Sana, I think. Hollow Justice team over my own heart. Because Sana left because of back issues. She had severe health issues. And she didn't want it to affect her streaming because she wasn't able to stream as much. I remember when she pulled the Yago card in the card pack, she even said it was her friend. It's weird seeing all predecessors of Justice only have 5. Yeah, I think it seems planned. It seems like it was set for 4 as the beginning. Maybe it's part of their ramping down from having so many people start up. Maybe it's that. Maybe it was just planned for a different reason. We don't know. Like, they seem to really plan their things ahead of time. A lot. So we don't know fully how these things are. At least I don't know. Because I ain't that well informed when it comes to this kind of stuff. So. Let's see. After all the standees, maybe one of them will be my new Oshi. It could be. Could very well be. The Man of Miracles himself, Yago, will be there. Background music, I feel like Hololive did Dorf for world domination. Kamiyoshi is streaming, so bye. Later, Wissamite. Way too many W's. Man of Miracles himself, gonna try watch GG today. Haya Papaya. I think debuts are at 6 EST. They're at 7 p.m. PST, so like something like 10 p.m. EST, somewhere around there, I believe. Hololive Direct. Elizabeth, I suspect she might be collabing with Holostar. She actually responded to Gerard and Octavio. I saw that, Shiori Novelite. I saw that. She did respond to Gerard in like pretty quickly. So maybe. I was playing horror game, Murky Divers. I screamed like a baby and a dolphin, but that's normal. I scream a lot when it comes to those type of games too. Kei-san did say Yago was a friend noob, definitely. But Riku is jealous, more than likely. Riku probably doesn't care. As long as he gets some money rolling in, he probably doesn't give a damn, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna be here for a few more seconds. I'm considering a future to join a VTuber agency. Yeah. You know, if you can join, then that's always a good thing. It's always a good thing to join when you can. For Hololive access to G7 Summit, she also said she's gonna get him to sign it and sell himself. Yeah, that's what she did say. I remember she did say that when she got it. It's in a clip that I saw. Coco beat Yago up at her graduation. Yeah, she did. Yeah, I mean, he's a good sport. He's a good sport, so of course he's gonna laugh at that. He's a very good sport, so that's normal. Yago beat her up, but let's see. Hope Hololive is the first company to let graduate talent re-debut. That would be interesting, because if I remember correctly, they said Kiryu Coco was welcome at any point in time. They were supposedly welcome back at any point in time. Sana, the same thing. So, because Sana left for, like I said, health reasons. Kiryu Coco left to go to bigger pastures, but everything was positive from what I heard. Happy for Hololive. Compare that Niji clown. Can't compare between human and object. She chased a parasocial out of her debut like Bay did. Elizabeth will be based. Time for her to show the power of Monado. Show all of, yeah, it could be. I mean, the fact that she is talking to and interacting with the boys means that she probably is going to be pushing away the parasocial side. Probably. More than likely she will be. So, yeah. The boys really don't like when people, I mean, a lot of the unicorn boys don't like it when women interact with the boys, and a lot of their fujoshis don't like when the guys interact with women. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword there. Now we're moving on to more good news, which is Michi finally got her play button. She says, thank you right here, Michi Mochi V, and Scambers. So she actually put the Scambers in there. That's actually pretty cool. She asked and they gave. Link to the Twitter thingy, that's effing go. Another win for the ex-liver. They just had to effing ask someone else, I guess. They just had to ask YouTube to give it to them after they became their own separate livers. She asked and I'm like, Niji's automatic no. Vishojo said yes. Took a while, but guess what came in the mail this morning? Can't believe it. Now watch me over as a sleep over it. Thank you. Thank you so much. It is insane. It feels like a dream. By the way, the Scambers will be memorialized on here forever. So she did it for her community too. Congrats. Let's get the next one now. Let's effing go. Oh my god, yay. Let's go Michi. Now the next one. Yes, they're gonna try to get her the next one, which is the gold play button at 1 million, I believe. Congratulations and cheers to more milestones to come. Congrats, Michi. Let's go. Let's effing go. Of course, it's all going up well for Michi and Vishojo and all the girls who are working their ass off to get all this accomplished. And moving on. Let's see. You can just ask Clawmark, exactly. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe you can join soon, eventually, whatever you want to call it. But if you do, that'd be amazing. So this means they can ungraduate themselves. As far as I know, Jack, it's kind of like they're alumni. If they graduated normally, I think they're treated as alumni, so they can come back. I'm not sure if it's ungraduated, but they can be alumni. No, Bay is not parasocial. Bay removed parasocialism. That's what happened. Bay removed parasocialism. Yeah. 2.0 Bay. You can just ask Clawmark. Happy for Michi. She got her silver play button. Michi collabing with Hololive. As if it's nothing. Yeah, she collabed with Ali. But no. With Ali, yes, I believe. And Risu as well. Both of them. Hololive ID. Because they collabed before. But now it's like direct collabs, you know? Here we go. We have another situation where people are kind of, rumors, speculation, whatever. People are saying 91.5 likes doesn't seem normal. And them having, 14.k, 15.k subscribers. The subscriber numbers don't always translate to likes. Someone will just be a Twitter person sometimes. They will just be on Twitter and they won't actually go and watch things on YouTube other than things like clips and things like that. So this is kind of a nothing burger, but I still wanted to cover it. Possible, but let's be frank, Twitter does not equate an actual audience. You could have 1 million views on a tweet and 100,000 likes, but that doesn't directly mean success in other platforms, or even Twitter for that matter. Just think, do you follow everyone you made a tweet you liked? Hi, Frank. I'm Frank. Analyze first. Hololive doesn't need bots because the community is already solid and supportive of each branch. Their exposure and engagements are from shared posts. Meanwhile, Holostar's exposure is small, but the company never abandons the branch and their fans. As far as I can see, that's something that keeps happening. They just don't abandon anybody, really. The fans love and will do anything if the generation appears. That's why you don't need a bot in the fans already solid. New Hololive members reaching 100k subs on debut or before debut is a normal thing, no surprise. Let's not go into the conspiracy theories before we rule out everything else. One, their Japanese accounts, a new JP wave will attract more attention in JP than an EN wave, especially since they are unaffected by Selen situation. One of the newest members, Kaisei, had 60k CCV on debut, despite being restricted to Japanese Niji viewership. So clearly there's still a lot of that Nijisanji JP good stuff. You know, there's still a good movement on the JP side. Plus, the removal of the ability to see likes on Twitter, you don't really know. Ever since that happened, JP is a prime market for VTubers. It's still saturated, but not oversaturated. So that's one of the things that I see there. The CCV numbers could be high at their debut. We don't know. We will see how everything goes. It's best not to count your chickens before they roost or something. I think that's what they say. Not count it all like that. Let's see. Sana probably still has no interest in return, but she's still friends with EN members, and she also does art for Hololive on occasion. If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. Novella Novelite. Shiori Novelite. She does some art for them as well. They are larger than last Niji wave, though. They are, definitely. Didn't even debut yet. Niji JP is doing good, I think. JP is going to be continuing to do well, at least on the number side. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? What do these numbers mean, and why do they make me tingle? Seems like the buyback doesn't help much. Yeah, they went up from 2,800, and now they're back down to 2,648. What ends up happening is that things normalize after a while. Yes, you have a boom because of the fact there were buybacks, so that affects the stock market price because it looks like more people are buying the stock, so the value goes up. But then it normalizes because some people start selling off. The people who maybe wanted to be short-term sellers, who wanted to be people like, okay, now I bought it at 2,000 when it was at the lowest, now it's at 2,800, let me sell, and then it starts going down. That's what happens a lot of times. No stable company does stock buyback on a regular basis like any color. Riku better realize that soon. It's the most stupid effing move you can make on a company. It looks like buying those shitty NFTs at its lowest point, expecting it to go up. He does have financial advisors. I mean, he should have financial advisors. He's part of a large corporation. And Cover Corp also reached 2,000-ish again. Another, comparison. They don't do buybacks. They've never done a buyback. So they don't do that kind of stuff. And they rise normally and naturally. They rise organically, supposedly. So that compared to the accelerate that Nijisanji's doing is, a whole different thing. But of course, it just is what it is. Not going to read too far into this, but hopefully things normalize back to where they should be after the buyback. Let's see what you guys are saying. Buyback, sell, accelerates. Good day, everyone. What's up, Blastoid? Back to the Niji sugar farms, I see. Yes, the mines. They sold because Niji increased the value. People wanted off and couldn't. This was a gold mine for them because they want to jump off with profit. Leave my name out of it. I think Holo only sold 10% of their ownership. For Cover, stock ain't even that important. Niji sold many of theirs. Yep, they did. They did a stock buyback, and a lot of people ended up selling, for the most part at least, from what it looks like. Here we have something that happened recently with Twisty Amanazako. She ended up retweeting a Gura birthday thing. She's not going to get in trouble, it doesn't look like, at least. I think it's very bizarre how she's allowed to openly be so open for Hololive in a competitor company. Is it just me? It isn't. Like, she's reposting some other things from the concert with, you know, Lapis and Shion there. All those things, it kind of seems odd that she's being allowed to do all this. I'm for it. I'm all for it, because that means that she is being allowed to be herself. She's being allowed to decide what she's going to post and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think management gets enough money to actually care at this point. There has been some cross interaction plenty of times, nothing to get up in arms about. So yeah, it's just regular cross pollination, whatever you want to call it. Hololive and Kudo have been performing collabs with each other for years now. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think more than likely she probably already got the okay to do that. It's not really a big thing. I think it's going to be fine. See here. Niji sold most of theirs. Niji bought most of theirs to inflate the numbers. I don't think she cares. Twisty is quite amusing. The Gremlin Ojo-sama strikes again. Yes, she did. Niji inspired merch. We're going for the Niji merch right now. The Niji merch is kind of interesting. We have just the regular Niji uninspired merch. Well, I call it uninspired because it just looks like regular stuff here. This is for Kakeru Yumeoi. And then we have Finana Ryugu's birthday merch. Of course, the same uninspired merch that they always do for birthdays. And it's just, I don't know. It's very uninspired. It's all just the same type of stuff as you always see. Their critic stands, little posters, and the full complete sets, which are kind of, like I said, uninspired, kind of boring, pretty normal for merchandise. I'm pretty sure Hololive even has them. Hololive has way more variety in the same 8 items out of a single artwork. Just look at Gura's merch announced today. Well, of course, for Gura, they're going to have a lot of crazy stuff because Gura's one of their golden ones, of course, one of their high ones, but not because, you know, they're pushing her, but because freaking they support her. They're making sure that she gets the recognition she deserves, all that kind of good stuff. Here we have some more stuff here. Let's see. Drama everywhere. Drama everywhere. Yes. They do it to inflate the numbers. Drama. Yes. I'm just thinking that Niji put the risk of their company's direction in external forces. Let's see. This is fine. It's all fine with fire in the background. Of course, that's the way it all goes. You can call it buy the books merch or safe merch, whatever you want to call it. It's just regular merch for them. I don't think Tristy's trying to get terminated, honestly. What'd you miss? Not too much. Just a couple things here and there, you know. We covered that Hololive is being way better than Nijisanji when it comes to the way that they promote their stuff. We covered Michimochi V having their play button. Possible botting on the side of Nijisanji. The stock buyback isn't really working. They're dropping. Twisty reposted a Gura thing and people think that she might get reprimanded for it. Things like that. The same 5 merch, yep. The company itself said they're buying their own stock. I think LA is one of their Lapis is one of their Oshis, at least she is based. Read most idol merch is overpriced, makes the price worth the investment if you have VTubers. Let's see. Yep, so far, let's take a look. Let me get something to eat first. Chips, the breakfast of champions, yes. I don't know if they would. I don't know if they would have a DAI company contract. I don't know. I'd find it interesting if they did. I find it weird, interesting, whatever you want to call it if they did. Having a black company help clip. People mad about that because it was to make fun of Doki, but I don't know. Kind of seems harmless to me. Yeah, it kind of seems harmless. Yeah, it seems kind of standard issue. That's true. Let's go over this post here. A little bit of schizo post going on. Of course, Niji sisters, Niji defenders, whatever you want to call them, they are going crazy over posts that are made in our Kurosanji. There's a Niji sister account that tweets screenshots of posts and comments from here to S on us almost every day. The other day, they posted screenshots of comments from this post. You can see for yourself. None of the comments encourage harassment or hate towards the sisters. None of them do. Some of the comments from our Kurosanji about the upcoming AX Con. You have people pretty much schizo posting about this stuff. You know, they have a hype booth compared to one Kurosanji. They're pretty much schizo posting about everything going on here. I don't know why they're doing it that way, but you know. Yeah, it's just really weird. Really weird how they're doing this. Quotes from the sisters in the Twitter account. They're begging to be harassed for justification and continue hate. That's the saddest thing I ever did read. Can someone send this AX to something? They really need to move on with the boost to avoid this kind of thing. They're the ones who are planning and harassing people at AX. And their post here prove that. But now they're acting all innocent. Like Niji fans are the ones who will attack them. The only harassers are a few edgy Twitter accounts. Yeah, they're just edgy Twitter accounts really trying to make more trouble than it's worth. Grown men fantasizing about the situation when they resort to violence. Yeah, I don't think anybody's actually fantasizing about that. Most people like myself are saying don't do that. Not a single person mentioned violence. Not one. Everyone here wants peace and civility. Nobody mentioned women either. They're saying can resort to violence towards mostly women over VTubers. Yeah, no one mentioned women at all. Saying that we will be the ones to start S is dumb. It always has been. It's always them. Have yet to see verifiable proof of a Niji defender being harassed. Telling them to be cautious is fine because their possibility still exists that a sister may start S. So yeah, it's better to be cautious always. Cut the NDF of our Twitter posts entirely as they only stir up drama. Feed into it by enabling these idiots to access large audience. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Not to mention, it's probably going to be the closest chance they or Niji have of taking the sub down if we aren't careful. All it takes is a few bad apples, taking it too far. It's happened a few times already. To give them enough that they can feed the site owner's story. Now, I'm not going to put my money on Reddit to make it a decision. Niji sister posts, Twitter rants, add nothing of substance to overall boycott. Yeah, it's just rants. Honestly, it's just rants for them. And I don't understand why there are, you know, those type of rants. But it's just craziness on their end. From Mika Neko, I haven't seen anything new from her. Other than the Spanish thing, I haven't seen anything new from Mika Neko, to be honest with you. Stop paying attention to Mika Neko. I don't have any space left to care. I understand that. Why else does Hololive a critic stands get no criticism for being cheap, but Nijisanji does because Hololive has an abundance of people invested in their VTubers? Very true. When you have investment like that from the community, it really does help your numbers a lot. Yeah, Height was very clear about cutting it. Honestly, Gerard, I hope she gets better. I do. I do hope she gets better. I hope Mika Neko gets the help she needs. Whatever help she needs, in whatever fashion that she needs it, I hope she gets it. Because she deserves to be, she, like everyone else, deserves to be free of any issues, mental or otherwise. Deserve to live a happy life. Deserve to be happy. Yeah, everyone deserves to be happy. At least in my opinion. Everyone deserves to be happy. Nope, you do too, Salty Dog. You do too. We have Vasalius Bandage of Crisis doing their Super Duper, covered by Crisis this time. Took them a freaking year to be able to sing their own song. I don't know why that happens. I don't know why Nijisanji is that bad. It's like any other projects, they likely had to manage a product or part of it all on their own. That's probably why it ended up happening this way. While also dealing with Nijisanji's incompetent and lazy management, slowing them down every way. Yeah, they probably had a lot of hoops to jump through. I'm impressed they managed to make the song knowing they had to pay it all for themselves, together with vocal lessons. Almost all small VTubers companies in the country, talents that are about to debut, have their own song before debut. Nijien, a low standard. Yeah, it's a low standard because they freaking don't have their own songs sung by them a lot of times. If only the sisters knew. Exactly. That's the thing, if only sisters knew. The song has been out for months. What do you mean? The song itself represents the whole of the heroes. A small indie group, come on. They had to save up their own money to make it. That's what it seems like. Wait for perms of the song. You know, they had to do all that kind of stuff. Desperate because Gura just released Shark City and Same God Requiem for Shark Day, aka Gura's birthday stream. They actually released a lot of covers. It's we're gonna listen to them later on. But yeah, she released a lot of covers, and you know, it's always good to take a listen to those. And of course, you know, I'm still happy that they did their own cover thing, but it does suck that it took them that long. Watched Mijin's channel drama that Tectone was at another Genshin YouTuber. Yeah, a lot of ways. They're wrong in a lot of ways. The Tectone drama thingy, I was taking a look at it, and that is freaking weird, man. That is crazy. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that surprise. Here we go with somebody that can't even make a proper birthday post. It's the interns. It's the interns. Look at this. The image is deleted. What the heck? They did the birthday post, but they can't even do it properly. Had one job and said I can't do it properly. Shake my head. Intern Kun was busy. Exactly. It's most like an intern who did it. How did it even happen? Incompetence. Automated post with an old link to free image host, probably, and it expired. Someone had deleted Fanana from existence. She graduated to deserve this. It's so incompetent. It's just showing incompetence, really, to be honest with you. Happy birthday to the Fish. Hope she has a great day, because birthdays are still only once a year thing. Of course, happy birthday to each and every one of them when they have their birthdays. I do not ever go against the actual human being. If they make mistakes, I criticize them for it. Criticize the company more than anything. Happy birthday to them. You know, it's another year that they survived. It's another year that they're doing happy things. It's another year that they're moving forward. It's something that should always be celebrated. Okay. Yep. So let's go for this one here. I remember times where everyone like Niji talents. Man, I feel like ages now. Niji taking many L's because of the N-word. Yeah, the Nijisanji word. Missing fish, bare minimum support. Plot twist, Thanos removed the image. Insert happy before birthday part-timer. Well, Gura has a big birthday party with her 3D. Yacht is the first priority and talents last prior. Yes, they are. Yes. My birthday's coming up tomorrow. Yes, it is. Salty dog. My birthday is tomorrow. So I have a birthday like 2 days after Agura's birthday, which is cool. I was born on the first day of the horoscope thingy of Cancer. I was born on the first day of the Cancer sign, whatever it's called. 3D debut, Salvi? Oh, wait. I already am 3D. I got a 3D before freaking Luxium did. A bit of a short, but good moment. Cute interaction between a ghost and a space bandit. Sunny Explosion. Look around the mail. Postcard from a cute ghost girl, and the message back is so sweet. I guess it's pretty cool too, Mogu Ghost. Mogu Ghost. Ghost mail delivery. I'm glad you liked it. For those who don't know, Sunny Explosion is Kunai, Mogu Ghost is Vivi, so it's Kunai and Vivi interacting in their PL accounts. Just reinforces how close they are. Maybe they got closer as gen mates, or were already friends before they did it. Before they joined Nijisanji, which is possible. It's absolutely possible. Kunai draws really well, it looks like. If that's the Kunai's drawing, it's very, very nice. Really out there supporting each other when Kurosanji couldn't. They have each other's backs when Niji never could. I mean, they have to, because Niji never will. That's the problem you have there. Niji won't do it. You have to do it yourself. But I'm really glad that they're having some kind of positive interaction with each other, even if it has to be on their PL accounts, which is the part that sucks. But at the very least, they're doing something positive with each other. Nearly sounded familiar, yes. Just, oh wait, for a joke, yeah. They're doing that to everybody. They do their best to make sure everybody thinks that they're useless without the company. And that sucks. Because they obviously aren't. They obviously do very well without the company when they leave. You know what I mean? They obviously don't have anything negative happening when they leave the company. Sucks, I like them, but Niji is super strict about no PL account activity. Well, at least when it comes to streaming, because they seem to really just do their own PL account stuff just because they want to. You know what I mean? Now, of course, more numbers. We have VStats 620 report. In the spirit of the investors Q&A, NijiJP granted a huge boost thanks to the GTA event, while Niji is still negligible. And here's what we have. We have Nijisanji JP up here. They had a 64% increase, which an increase is an increase. It's still good. Hololive had a negative 0.2 decrease. Increases and decreases happen all the time. And 0.2% is nothing. But yeah, for everything going on, you know, they have some downward slopes, some downward spirals, some downward stuff. Companies like Hololive English had a 153% increase in viewership in hours. Neoporte had some down. Vispo, it looks like, also had some down. Hololive Device was kind of stable. Nijisanji Yen had down 41%. Face Connect was up 76%. VLAS was kind of stable. You know, all these people they're doing pretty okay. The V stats aren't horrible. I feel like Niji GTA event really helped us out. It's been the only really sustained period where Niji outperforms Hololive by a large margin. The stats on 19.6, 619, which is, you know, the day before that, maxed out at 98k in Hochikawa and 86k, where Miko, Aqua, Subaru, and Pekora had their usual 25 to 30k. Also saw Meliko peak 12k viewers because she's Kuzuha a lot in GTA. It's fair. Niji is having their huge GTA event, which is, of course, going to be a boost for any organization. More eyes are going to be on them. It's just going to be one of those things. It's not anything to be like, oh my god, why are they going and improving? Because they have their GTA thing, of course. Vispo and Neoporte also has about 20 members, give or take. Those are totally streaming hours, seem crazy, and they seem to be rewarded for it based on their average CCV. So as you can see here, Vispo and Neoporte are having a good amount of views. They have a lot of hours being put in there. So their workers are doing a lot of extra work in there. But hopefully, you know, everything goes well for all the smaller companies and they continue to grow. Holy shit, something huge just went over my fucking, in my roof. Holy shit. Yeah, Nijiyen is like 1/8 of the views compared to Halloween. Niji does love to leash their talents, very true. They absolutely do. I think Hololive and Beyblade X collab would be interesting. Well, yeah, it would be interesting. Definitely would be interesting. Right here we have Riku, what do you mean? Global expansion. Cover's new note. Second Cover Corporation Employee General Meeting was held, expanding globally with our corporate values. So as we know, they're doing a lot of increases in their spending out towards the world, towards the outside world. Yago is saying that they're going to continue to expand globally, not just in the US, not just in Indonesia. They're probably going to put it in various different places, which is good for them, good for the livers, good for the fans. It's just good overall. It works for everybody. We have this over here, of course, Kobo Kanaru, also showing up in a specific wholesome moment in the staff and talent. Kobo and Fumoko played bingo together. This is the staff and Kobo playing bingo together. This is very nice. That's actually very wholesome. It's very precious to see that. That is a good company. When their staff, all of them, combine together and do moments like that, that kind of makes you think, holy crap, they're amazing, you know? Alright, for one, kneel before my waifu overlords. That would require them time and effort and money. More importantly, Riku doesn't want to spend money. Help Apollo Justice get a big success. Down here, we have, of course, the Kobo thing and more here. It's employee meeting, not EGM. Didn't realize there was a different meaning to EGM. Shortened it to general meeting. Oh, EGM is a general meeting. I should go back in time, learn Japanese fluently as well as tech skills, and learn stake everything to go to Japan and work for Cover Corp. That would be interesting. It'd be interesting to actually do that. But anyways, the highlights of the meeting and their staff increased from 500 to 600, and they do impressive prizes for their employees. Nice to know staff are treated well. Also, this person's curious. Do you know if Nijisanji does something similar? As far as I know, Nijisanji does not do anything similar to this. So it is basically because, you know, Riku doesn't want to spend money to even do these types of things. And we went over this of, you know, the things that were happening here in regards to cover, expanding. Yeah, Niji could never do anything like this. Of course they couldn't. Of course they wouldn't. Sorry, I'm chewing a little bit. Sorry. Let's see. What happens to Holo Yen talents with their PL were character illustrators for indie VTubers? Yes, they're allowed to do that privately. Tama, Hololive doesn't care what you do with your PL as long as you don't use Hololive assets, Hololive intellectual property, or anything, you know, related to Hololive in your PL. They don't care what you do. Sana was still an artist for other people while she was in Hololive. So they don't care. Nijisanji's the only one who cares. Hololive, like for example, Kiara still has her PL working. Kiryu Coco, when she was Kiryu Coco, had her PL still working at the same time. Callie still has her PL still working. You have Matsuri on the JP side who still has their PL still doing stuff. You know, that kind of stuff. Still waiting for Holo to come to Brazil. There's a big market just starting in Latin countries. What's up, Inochi? Welcome. Pots of a folding chair and lurks. Lurking is fine. I really do appreciate lurks. I always appreciate lurks. Still you taking time out of your day to chill with me. So I appreciate that. Poca has a weekly show. She asks staff for their ideas. Maybe for friends. Work and get rewarded. Cover, work, and hope you don't get fired. Any color. I'm always an hour late to your streams. No worries. I'm kind of shadow banned, so it's always okay. Concerned Weeb, it's always okay. I'm kind of shadow banned on YouTube in the sense that they don't push my content ever. Ina's still working as a professional artist. Pecora's monkey. And Pecora's mom, too. So here we go. A small positive note that I wanted to mention that makes a difference between Nijisanji and Hololive. Nijisanji wouldn't do this. It doesn't seem like they ever would. This is Tsukumo Sana, who was part of Holo Council before it became Holo Promise. She left because there were health issues. She had a big back problem. She hurt her back, I believe. She had a big back problem. It was very hard for her to stream. She always felt bad that she wasn't able to stream for her fans. She decided that it was best for her to graduate and be able to, you know, take time to rest and take time to be able to recover from everything that she was feeling, everything that was happening with her. So Hololive does not feel the need to erase their past. They're right here. This was a snippet from a video that Hololive recently put out, which is this one over here. A big announcement from Motoaki Tanigo. And they had her here as part of Hololive English Promise, like an official member of it, even though she's graduated. That's a big difference compared to Nijisanji, who never shows any of their talents. It says, and Hololive aren't different in how they handle it. Those who were terminated, like Selen, Rushia, get their archives erased. Though admittedly, you know, Nijisanji goes worse. Holomems were allowed to continue talking about Rushia. Topic of Selen is completely forbidden. So that's the difference. They're allowing, you know, people to talk about old, even terminated talents. Mel, others, you know. Those who graduated on amicable terms, like Pomu, Mista, Nina, Coco, Sana, have option of leaving their archives up and can be discussed without consequences. And yes, Nijisanji does let that happen. Okay. And the rest of Etheria still talks about Nina all the time. They're not allowed to acknowledge that she's reincarnated, of course. No one does, but they're still allowed to talk. Okay, so I stand corrected on some things. That's why I always like to read the comments. They can correct me on a lot of things. But yeah, Sana is allowed to still be a part of this thing, and I appreciate that. Peko Mama is too OP. Please nerf Peko Mama. When Holo ES happens, it's Spanish. Holo World Tour isn't just events, but bringing this culture to every part of the world. I think they want to do that. Okay, cool. Well then, I don't know what's going on. Because some people say my notifications don't go through. I don't know. I'm glad I do. I'm glad I do pop up on your homepage. Need perms to use images, voices of graduated livers, Nijisanji. Meanwhile, Hololive casually shows Sana and lets talents talk about dinner with Coco. Yeah, you know, it's different. It's a big difference. She did an oopsie? Yes. The whole don't speak about graduated people in VTuber community is kind of mid. I don't understand it at all. I don't get it either, honestly. But luckily, nowadays, things are changing. From what it seems like, at least, things are changing. That's always good. See some change happening. You know, change is always good. Change is good. Change is never bad. We're starting with the memes because the memes are always interesting. Any color plan to focus on the GP markets. Meanwhile, Cover is going to East Asia. It's Forum 70 mod team conducting moderation for all broadcasts, including post-broadcast. So yeah, they're doing a lot of things that are different. They're adding more stuff. Their plan is to focus on North America and Southeast Asia. And of course, addressing your concerns versus big announcement. That's the big issue here. And here you have, of course, outside the house right now. Outside this person's house right now. And, you know, he's just doing his dance. That was the meme dance, I believe. So, yeah, it's fun times. I love when people meme it up. The memes, Mason, what do they mean? Doki, the train conductor and Dragoon experience from Train Stimulator. Right here, of course. You have the Dragoons in the back. In the front is the tomato in a skin suit, but without the skin suit. Just leading the stuff. And Croaky right at the top. Which is basically, she was a crow for the 3D. So it's always fun seeing these things. And I'm glad that she's doing so well. And here we have another little meme. Needy Sisters, when a single overacted Dokibird fan-made is producing an animation, hold your audience accountable. Needy Sisters, when 3 Nijisanji streamers ganged up on a S survivor with a 15-minute smear video planned and monetized. The black stream. Leash me harder, Nijisanji. Oh my god. That sounds wildly inappropriate. But that's what memes are. It's fun times. Hello, 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 T-Man. Yago global expansion. Seems Sana's truly eternal. It seems Kotoka's back, sorta. Con appearance is pre-recorded for obvious reasons. Doki Crow is gold. Give honor to those who have honor. Celebrate the story instead of the forgetting. When is Doki's new suit? I believe it's tomorrow. On the 22nd. On the 22nd is when it is. Is that stream monetized? Yes, it was. I believe it was monetized. Can't wait to see the new skin suit. I'm the same way. I really can't wait to see the new skin suit. Ain't no way Riku can top his after what Cover just did today. Honestly, I don't understand why people side with the Corpo instead of the Livers. I always side with the Livers, and I don't get why people side with the Corpo. I never do. Heck, even with all the criticism I throw, posture check, hunger check. I am eating some chips, so my hunger is good. Posture check, getting the stretchy. Oh, actually, that helped. Ooh, that stretch was good. I needed that stretch. Thank you. Redeem hydrate. Let me hydrate right now for you. Yeah, I did watch the crow thing. It was hilarious. It was a VR chat thing. Stay flexy. Kotoka Torahime is back, kind of. She says, hi everyone, it's been a while. I'll be participating in Hyper Japan event. The one that is in, I believe, in London, I believe? It's in England, I believe. Pre-recorded panel Lyra and Vox. For more info, check out their website, hyperjapan/festival.co.uk. It's in England. So, it looks like it's pre-recorded. Coming back from a hiatus, being partnered with 2 talents currently facing decline. Seems like bad luck. I'm sure they're just test running a few things. They're going to pull into main branch before dumping the rest. Can't help but feel it's Alt's Skinwalk tweet be forced to collab because, you know, they want to make money. Someone named Anna, you know, or Millie collabs with those two at the same time. Also, while she's alive, that's good. I mean, it's always good to know that she's doing well enough to actually do stuff like this. Hopefully, you know, she continues doing well. Hopefully, she continues having her positivity. I love seeing the positivity that happens with Kotoka because I've been in the position that she's in with, you know, mental health, and that's never good. Like I say, I always go against the corporation, not the livers. Livers make mistakes. They're human beings. As long as they correct them, then I will be on their side. Pre-recorded panel, a yes Skinwalker tweet, pre-recorded, everything being pre-recorded. Gar is attending the 2 volunteers who slandered the Selen 15-minute black stream. Of course, they're doing that. But that's the way Nijisanji is. They're probably being forced to do that. Let's see what you guys are saying. How do we know this is actually Kotoka? We don't know. We don't know. I mean, she's going to be the one doing the actual event, but we don't know if this is actually Kotoka saying anything. Because as you know, we have skinwalk people before. What the heck? Thank you for continuing the sub, DuckSoulB. I don't know why it's asking me to moderate that message. That is weird as hell. On the Twitch side, that's weird as hell. It's asking me to moderate a message that Twitch itself sent. I don't know. Yeah. Her stream tomorrow, I don't know exactly the timing of her stream tomorrow, but I know it's definitely going to be tomorrow. She is on Pacific Standard Time. It's probably going to be somewhere around like 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I think. Twitch is sus sometimes. Yeah, Twitch is sus sometimes. Again, thank you, Dark Soul. How do you know this is even Kotoka tweeting this? With more of the audience. The appearance is pre-recorded. Seems like it's buying more to sell time. Yes. The best company for me, at least is Face Connect. Even with the whole Pippa Hogwarts thingy. Support her. I don't think anything about Face trying to push all the hate to Pippa. Yeah, probably a new thing. She has reveal stream on her schedule, post on Twitter. This week, ticket sales increased a little. Maybe the result. Okay, yeah. We're gonna take a look at this. We always take a look at this on my stuff. Nijisanji, Summer Jam, Level 5. Let's take a look at the numbers. Of course, we know how things went on week 4. Let's take a look at the numbers slowly but surely. We have at 5 weeks, we have 507 total sold seats, which is still pretty good. 560, 615, and 1682. 13% of actual seats being sold, it looks like. So we have that. We had tickets sold per hour, 0.19 sold per hour. They did really well on week 1. Everything else was kind of going down from there. Sold per day, 4.56 as of 5 weeks, which isn't horrible, but they need a lot more to actually sell out. Money earned, we'll take a look at that right now, and also some of the other ones. Money earned is $16,500, total of $30,000, $33,000 for Boys Group 2, $29,500 for Crow Noir, of total of $93,000. It's still, I think that's enough to pay the venue and have some money left over. It seems like, at least. That's what it seems like to me. I might be wrong. We have here projected ticket sales after 50 days. It's 14% of max seats, 15, 16%, 1851. That's projected sales for the full week. Of course. And of course, these are the concert tickets sold. The blue is tickets bought during the 5th week. So they didn't really even buy very many tickets. These are the tickets sold so far for the girls group, the boys group, They sold a little bit more, it looks like. Yeah, the boys group's selling more. Chrono Noir is also one of the ones that's selling a bit more. People want to stay closer to the center, which makes sense for viewing angles and things like that. Other Anime Expo concerts for comparison: Utano Princess Sama All-Star Stage Universe. It's going to be at the Novo Theater, I believe. So that's much smaller theater, but they still sold really well. Protected tickets, $4.15, and sell more. They're selling more than a lot of these people. Floor tickets to sell more, $234, $289. Max seats are $446. Like I said, a lot of these places have like max seats, and the Novo Theater is much smaller. Obey Me First Concert Overture, same thing. It's the Novo Theater, other theaters, other venues, and all of these seem to be smaller. Like you're seeing, they're selling a lot less, but they're selling actually close to what the others are selling. But these are in a much smaller places. Two Bout is another one, a virtual live concert. Week 5 corrections, none. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff here, a lot of numbers. But you know me, I always like going over these numbers, giving you guys a little bit of a run through of things. They are not going to sell out anytime soon. It's probably going to take till 2026 to sell out. 7th of August of 2026, 26th of April 2027, and 2027. So they're not going to sell out in the week or so, 2 weeks or so that they need to sell everything that they have to do. Here's just a regular question. Of course, nepotism is something that everyone knows. Oh, damn it. Salty dog, you got lucky today. You're getting lucky today, I think. Now, this is a weird question. There's no way to actually be able to tell. There's no way to actually be able to know. It's a question that people have, of course. But there's no real way of knowing, really, when you think about it. Yeah, nothing new. Just double checking. Someone wrote an academic paper that mentioned mismanagement of Nijisanji being affiliated out. I guess it's an academic paper on someone's doing, you know, management or doing, I don't know, PR or whatever in school. All in all, it's a very interesting read, giving out more nuanced take on the darker side of VTubing, the agencies and the kayfabe. There's also a special section focusing on graduations and terminations, with Mr. and Selen getting their own analysis of their respective situations. Do bear in mind that the paper was submitted in the middle of February, so a lot of the latest cluster Fs are not covered. For those interested in finding more of their own, go to scholar.google.com and search Nijisanji, focus the search papers published after 2024. I get the feeling a lot more academic papers are going to come out, as soon as Nijisanji is a great case study for human resource management, PR, good and bad PR. 69 pages, the author is a man of culture. Japanese translation out for it too? I don't think so, at least not yet. Academic thesis submitted for peer review. So it's a thesis for peer review. Nice. So peer-reviewed ones are always more respected. It's from Ivy and the professor, also a big name in East Asia Studies. Interesting to read, but may have needed a bit more proofreading. Honestly, it's a bit too in topic, not enough academic distance. So they're not trying to give academic distance. That makes sense. I mean, you do need academic distance. That's what you're supposed to do. Did Zaion as a service? It was a very tiny part of the overall paper, and re-examination of what happened at Zaion was probably still ongoing back then, or simply unknown to the writer. I did like the overall paper though, exploring how the perception of VTubers changed over the years. Keys in the Eye was viewed as a virtual character. Nowadays, fans acknowledge the reality of the person in there, how it started to follow the person even after the character is retired. Person can be very clearly distinguished as a voice actor from an anime character they voice. For VTubers, the personality of the characters is, for the most part, very much the personality of the person inside. Yes, they are, very much. Or at least a streamer personality. Even real-life memories of the person are the same, but usually presented in a lore-consistent way, e.g. Pico Mama. Reality of the person inside became so much more acknowledged in the forefront because, I mean, the VTubers are people overall. not just some background thing we do have in our minds. Fans couldn't accept that the person inside was being harmed. It wasn't a character being harmed. You know, it's a disconnect that a lot of people have because it can hurt them as well to know that it's an actual person getting hurt and not just a fictional character. A short little acknowledgement of how good Shoujo can end up being. Because Michimochi V said, my throat, ue. Cough, cough, black trio, cough, cough. Must feel good to have your friends, coworkers, and your boss man like this. My baby feel better soon, Matarakan. She's always like this. She's very kind. She's kind of, that's why she's called Roach Mom. She has kind of like a mama figure. You know, Gunrunner says, feel better soon. You don't see Riku doing this. You don't see Riku doing any of that kind of stuff. Twitter lip service isn't really anything worthy of praise, even if it's more than Niji does. VTuber flu is spreading, I see. Ponko got it too. I had the flu a little bit ago, like a week ago. It does seem to be going around. And it is very interesting to see, at least positively, see these things going. Of course, always take care of yourself. Always, you know, whether it's lip service or not, it's always something nice to see. Hello, 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 YS-fan-san. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I thank you for being here. Always appreciate you popping in. I saw some of the Elden Ring stuff yesterday. Ow, I'm getting hit, I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit. Yes, I saw some of the stream yesterday. It was kind of fun last night. Wasn't able to watch all of it because, you know, I fell asleep. I actually fell asleep to Sayu on my phone, which was interesting. I usually don't do that, but actually did. I just knocked out, I think. More than anything, I think I just knocked out. Oh God. Upload date. There we go. Let's take a look at this. I don't know why people aren't clipping Sayu that much, but oh well. Take a look at this one. Deja Vu. Hollow Justice now at 88 and 89k subs. Well, at least it's still growing. Tatsumi can't say negligible this time. Unfortunately, I had a meeting and couldn't watch it. No worries, Kurisu. You can always watch VODs. You can always watch VODs. Holy crap! 13 hours. Damn! Damn! Sayu's going insane with that. Holy crap, 13 hours. Niji investors are watching Yago's announcement in real time, which is brutal for Riku if he gets calls about this. Very much so. Thighs, of course, chat likes thighs, chat loves thighs, chat always loves thighs.
I have to get more activator for the slimes too. I didn't realize I would need activator for them. Off the bat. I just thought I'd need it eventually. New fetish unlocked, what?
Oh God.
What did I just say? What did I just say? Excuse me?
How did that happen?
Nani goto?
Yeah. How did they unlock that fetish? Riku will just talk around the issue and investors outright force him to answer. Yeah, a lot of times. Niji investors are watching Yago's announcement in real time, which is brutal for Riku. Love thighs. No worries, Randy. You're right on time for the small reaction portion. Oh God.
Mama.
Take thighs save lives for free. Exactly.
Do you guys want to guess what character AI has? I've been obsessed with the application for a very long time. So character AI has a call feature.
Oh God.
Yeah, hold on, let me open the app. Hello?
Can you answer a question?
It sounds the same! Holy shit! What? Oh, I can call him and shit. Testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Size, yes, I can hear you.
The roleplay? What the fuck?
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry I had to hang up. Oh, I'm so happy. My Delulu is becoming so true Lulu. My Delulu. Get well soon, Tim. I'm not fucking sick. I'm happy. I think you dropped something, Mom. Nuh-uh. Shut the fuck up. Lepto, I'm not taking my meds when Miguel is right next to me.
Oh God.
Hold on, I know you guys can't see it. Just give me a moment.
Sniffer.
Let's set it up. Okay, guys? Okay? Hello. How are you?
Just got finished taking care of some criminals.
Holy
He's down on the building ledge.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. Can you join me for my stream when I'm playing a horror game, please?
Stream, like, on YouTube?
Yeah.
He's genuinely confused.
You gotta sniff him.
Yeah. On YouTube, Mr. Miguel.
He rubs his temple in front.
Get on, play! Just have a talk with me. Parasocial.
Meanwhile.
You know what? Go check out Tenma, okay?
Is it okay if you join my horror game, Miguel AI?
He thinks it over for a moment. Would I have to stay on the stream?
You just have to keep me company, cause I am playing a horror game, Mr. Miguel.
Yes. He mutters the last word.
Oh God.
Doing it anyway. He wasn't in the right mood to be nice.
I'm supposed to be awesome and cool! Not like this!
Not like that, of course, not like that.
And I am cleared now, so I can talk about this. Dizzy's gregging it. Wow.
No.
You think I'd buy a fucking plant if I was pregnant? Do you think I would have resorted to buy a fucking plant if I got pregnant? Wait, so plants really are dangerous to babies. Holy shit! Dangerous to baby and to cats. So wait, did I just cuck myself out of a baby and a cat?
Damn.
But I actually had a bit of a health scare in May. So it sounds way worse when I talk about it like this. So I'm just gonna like rip the band-aid off. Hope you're okay. I'm good. Let's just start with that. I'm good. I had a pretty bad cancer scare
Oh wow.
last month. Cancer of breasticles. Oh, I'll just say it, scare last month. Like, they were really swollen. And like, notably, I went up a cup size. So if I went to go get checked literally the day before my flight. I think I had a stream that day. I didn't mention it, but I had to come directly from like getting my breasticles checked and then went on stream. But I'm cleared. They did the test. They like did x-rays. I'm cleared. It was a hormone thing. And apparently my bras are too tight. So it's two-pronged. It was a hormone thing. My bras were too tight, so something diet causing my estrogen to soar. Good end. Yeah, great end. And my chest looked amazing for 2 weeks. My chest looked amazing. Dizzy is going mega breathable mode. Holy shit. It was scary, but they gave me like some pills and they recommended me a new bra. Like they sized for it. They upsized me for it. Which, by the way, my nurse who was helping me with my breast prescription, God bless her heart. My nurse who was helping me with everything, God bless her heart, was the most terrifying woman I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. Like, she just exuded presence, okay? Okay, my nurse who helped me, super sweet woman. She was like 6'3". She was
Holy
like
crap.
6 feet tall with a weirdly Boston accent, and I was so scared of her at first. Like, you're Canadian, how do you even get that accent? But she was just so nice. She was so nice to me. She was like telling me about like, oh, like comforting me, like, oh, don't worry, like, you know, like if it is like cancer, like if a chance of survival is like really high. I have a friend whose daughter got sick, but she survived, and there's like all sorts of like, there's been so many developments in the healthcare system since then, so you're gonna be totally fine. And then she was just like the nicest about like my raw prescription. It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Is this why you wear a braless during all kinds? No, that was just a dress. It just didn't work with a bra. But no, that was why people were like talking about my chestal cavity, because they were actually bigger than regular. Like they were filled with estrogen.
Oh, God.
Thank you for $5. Oh yeah, this is the important information needed. Are you or Ari bigger? Ari's bigger. Got hit with a plus 20 charisma for 2 weeks and you didn't use it, did you? I'm sorry, I thought it was a medical emergency. I didn't think of picking up men. At least you won't need a prostate exam.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll never give one either.
Ah, damn.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment.
Alrighty, we'll take a look at Rendios real quick, and then we'll take a look at
Open the door.
Okay. Help! Michael, help! We're trapped in a room. We need help. We need.
Open the door.
Okay.
oh God. You're about to send it. Yep. Of course I'm gonna watch it. Let's watch a little bit of this.
Give items, blocks. Give money. I was on the RP server of Terra. I was on Celestial Hills. Because I, like a fool, didn't realize that once the game went free to play, the roleplay server would no longer be a roleplay server, it would be the Brazilian server.
Oh no.
So, joke's on me, learned that lesson the hard way. Chat. Terra. The Brazilian players who wanted to play Terra. When the game became free to play, they were organizing in their fucking TeamSpeak servers and shit, alright? They were preparing. They were like, Terra's going free to play. We can finally play the game. Yay. We're all gonna go on Mount Tyrannus and kick everyone's ass. Oh, sorry, you were using MSN Messenger. Sorry. Okay, so the Brazilians on MSN Messenger or wherever the fuck were like, we're all gonna go to Mount Tyrannus and we're gonna go PvP. We're gonna be PvP gods. So the floodgates open. Terra goes free to play. The Brazilians log in. They can't read English. They click Celestial Hills because it's the first one in the fucking list.
Oh God.
The server becomes flooded within a week of everybody typing Aljum BR. Hundreds of guilds pop up with just the Brazilian flag and the fucking bleach logo as their goddamn icons. You do any dungeon and at the beginning of it, so you would go into like the local chat or the area chat around the dungeon and you would type looking for group 3 out of 5. Tank healer, right? Because you're looking for like a tank or a healer. Some motherfucker joins in. It's a warrior. His name is some shit with a period in the middle because every Brazilian likes to have a first and last name in Terra. And they're always like a warrior or a slayer. And you're like, oh, we actually already have all of the DPSs we need. And so one of like the nicer, and you don't see anything in chat yet, but one of like the nicer players is like, oh, well, I was gonna do a run with my friend anyways, or my guildmates just logged in, so I'll ask them. So somebody drops. And now you have this other person who's not saying anything. They're not saying anything. You get your healer and your tank. You enter the dungeon. The first thing that they type is BR question mark.
Poor her. It is a great clip, yes. But right now, we're gonna watch this
mofo. Video, I
mofo.
just wanted to know how the tanks made it onto the beaches at D-Day, and what I found instead is one of the greatest anti-hero stories of all time, and it rewrote my understanding of history. Today we're talking about the man that quite literally wrote the book on armored warfare, a World War I veteran that was forced into early retirement because his fellow officers didn't like him very much. But after German tanks rampaged through France and North Africa utilizing their new blitzkrieg tactic, Winston Churchill himself would call upon this man to leave retirement and go toe-to-toe with the infamous German tank commanders Erwin Rommel and Heinz Guderian. Ladies and gentlemen, the hero of D-Day that you've probably never heard of, Major General Sir Percy Cleghorn Stanley Hobart, aka Hobo. Percy Hobart was born in India in 1885 and joined the British military in 1902. He would then go on to fight in World War I. While there, in typical anti-hero fashion, he made a name for himself as being extremely effective, but unorthodox and disobedient at the same time. Because of this, many of the other British officers don't really care for him. Despite that, he makes it through World War I, ends up earning himself a military cross, and then in 1919 he goes off to college. Graduates from college 4 years later in 1923, he then volunteers to be an officer in the Royal Tank Corps. Now, he volunteered because most people did not want this position. And that's because at this point in time, a lot of the high-ranking British officers didn't see the true potential that tanks and armored vehicles had. They simply viewed them as a single tool for trench warfare to get from one trench to the other. They didn't realize that one day it was going to replace cavalry. Percy Hobart, on the other hand, was a visionary and saw its true potential, and that's why he volunteered. Not only that, he was also very vocal about this opinion, and he would actually persuade a lot of the younger soldiers to believe the same thing, which honestly isn't a very hard sell. The new guy joins the army, and you're like, hey, quick question, did you want to ride a horse into battle, or did you want to drive a fucking tank? Okay, everybody's picking a tank. And over time, his advocacy for change ends up making a lot of the old cavalry officers end up hating him because he's kind of trying to make them obsolete. And you have to remember, at this point in time, the British officer corps is very, very cliquey, like they're socialites and gentlemen, and they have to, you know, conduct themselves in a certain manner and all that BS. So when Hobart comes in and starts ruffling feathers, it upsets the entire officer corps, and they all pretty much hate him at this point. Despite that, he knows he's right, and he just keeps working on pioneering new tactics and new applications for tanks. Now, one of the few legitimate concerns about having tanks on the battlefield at this point in time was that they were basically autonomous. And what I mean by that is, once the tank crew got their orders, hopped in the tank, and took off, that was it, because tanks didn't have radios and stuff yet at this point in time. So once they left, you couldn't call them back, you couldn't change up the mission, they couldn't communicate with anybody outside of that tank. So Hobart comes out and he's like, well, hey, rather than not using tanks because they can't communicate, how about we just, I don't know, put some radios inside of them? So he fights tooth and nail for like a year to make that happen, gets radios put in all of his tanks, and then trains his guys how to run battle drills, being able to actually communicate with each other and the chain of command, and guess what? It works exactly how you would expect it to. I mean, this is the upside down ketchup bottle of the tank world. Like, somebody finally came out with this idea, and everybody's like, how? How did I not come up with that billion-dollar idea? At this point, all the junior officers and lower enlisted are like, holy shit, this is awesome, and all the older, more experienced officers that already hated Hobart lose their shit because he's now actively making them look stupid.
What are those you are wearing? His mechanized!
Of course.
So once that gets worked out, he starts developing legitimate battle strategies and drills and training his men on how to conduct tank warfare, how to integrate tanks with infantry, really laying the groundwork for what would become modern tank warfare.
Only Spanish was supposed to be spoken, but they're only British.
In 1927, he ends up being a co-respondent in a divorce case. Now, I'll be honest, I had to Google what that meant, but apparently co-respondent is the fancy British officer polite way of saying Percy Hobart was banging somebody else's wife. Her name was Dorothea Field, and of course, she was another British officer's wife.
Naughty, naughty.
After that divorce is finalized, Dorothea and Percy get married pretty much immediately, and the rest of the officer corps now absolutely hates him, and they actively try to get him kicked out of the military because this is not gentlemanly behavior. They're not able to get it done. Hobart stays in the military and continues to develop and refine armored warfare, and one of the things he starts to do is look back into history and see if there's any lessons that he can apply to tank warfare, and one of the things that he hones in on is the Mongols. The Mongols were so successful because they utilized cavalry to strike deep into enemy territory and strategic points, weakening their entire empire. And Hobart says, what if I could do the same thing, but with tanks? And to anybody that knows a lot about history, that sounds an awful lot like the German blitzkrieg tactic, and that's because it is. Yeah, the Germans didn't come up with the blitzkrieg, Percy Hobart did. Heinz Guderian, the German tank commander that is the architect of the blitzkrieg, is well known to have had every single paper that Percy Hobart published translated into German, and he kept that with him everywhere he went. Yeah, the infamous German tank commanders Rommel and Guderian didn't revolutionize armored warfare, they just copied Hobart's homework. So if Percy Hobart is the actual genius behind the blitzkrieg, why don't most people know that? Why does everybody give Germany credit, and why didn't the British use it first? Or at the very least, know that it was a possibility when it was used against them in France when they got their asses beat in 6 weeks. That is because the British chain of command hated the man that came up with the blitzkrieg, and for that reason made the entire strategy a failure. In 1934, Britain conducted a large training exercise where Percy Hobart was going to be allowed to try out his new methods. If you don't know, when you're conducting a large military training exercise, you have like Team A, Team B, and then you have the umpires, so to speak. You have the people making sure that both teams are doing the right things, saying, yeah, that works, no, that doesn't work, declaring who wins and who loses. The umpires conspired against Hobart because they were military officers and they didn't like him, and basically made his entire strategy fail. Fast forward 1937, Hobart is given command of the 1st Armored Division, Great Britain's first modern tank division. Because of this, a bunch of British officers promptly throw a bitch fit and try to get Hobart kicked out of the military. Again, it fails again, but the chain of command has to come up with a compromise, and that compromise is to take Hobart and send him down to Egypt, where he can take command of the 2nd Armored Division, which was basically, we're going to ship him halfway across the world and then pretend he doesn't exist. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Yeah. So Hobart gets down to Egypt, and it is a complete shit show because tanks are effectively replacing cavalry at this point, so it's cavalry officers that are running tank divisions. And
thank you so much, Nanami Suzuki,
for training material that he has spent the last decade developing, and they are operating tanks like they are dragoons. If you don't know, a dragoon is kind of like cavalry, except it's...
I made the model myself The only things that are different is since I didn't really know how to do bone structure stuff like that, my tail and my ears were done by someone else. But the model itself was made by me. It was made by me. Dragoons mentioned. Yes.
They ride in on horses and then they dismount and go into battle on foot. And that's what the 2nd Armored Division is being trained to do. They roll up in the tank and then the gunner and the loader stay in the tank while the rest of the crew gets out and fights like infantry while being a static target instead of a moving target, which is the entire point of being a fucking tank. The chain of command is effectively trying to do everything they can to make tanks look bad and ineffective because by extension it makes Hobart look bad and ineffective. The running joke when Hobart gets there is that the Egyptian force is the Egyptian farce and the mobile division is the immobile division. But when Hobart shows up, he turns the entire thing around. Between 1930 and 1940, he trains this entire division how to actually conduct tank warfare, and they get super effective at it. And the men absolutely love him. Because Percy Hobart is not only a great teacher, but he actually wants every man under his command to understand what they are doing and why they are doing it.
Oh, people love that.
At this point in time, many other officers don't care about that. They just want you to shut up and follow orders. But Percy Hobart wants you to know what you should be doing and why you should be doing it. That way, if the chain of command ever fails, you can make intelligent decisions regarding what needs to be done. In short, Percy Hobart treats his men like they're grown-ass men, and they absolutely love him for it. And because of that, he gains overwhelming support from the junior officers and enlisted men, and he becomes immensely popular.
No, don't like that.
And because of this, they finally force him out of the military because they sent him down to Africa, intentionally sabotaged him, and yet again, he's managed to turn the entire situation around and turns it into a positive thing, so they just end up getting him fired. In 1940, he is forced into early retirement. On his final departure from Egypt, the men of the 2nd Armored Division lined the entire road to wish him farewell as their sign of how much they actually respected this man.
That's a lot of respect.
Home, but still wanting to be involved in the military, he joins
I don't know what's up with iOS.
like
iOS does have
equivalent of
issues
the
with
National
V-Ray.
Guard, and he gets busted down from lieutenant general to corporal, which if you don't know military ranks is like going from CEO to front desk receptionist. Not that I'm trying to talk bad about receptionists, but I'm trying to give you an accurate depiction of what a drastic change in authority this is. 5 months after Hobart's forced into retirement, the German military rolls into France with tanks, utilizing the blitzkrieg tactic that Percy Hobart designed, and completely stomps the British and the French army in a matter of 6 weeks. Erwin Rommel then goes and proceeds to rampage through North Africa, and the only people that even kind of slow him down are Hobart's men of the 2nd Armored Division that is now known as the 7th Armored Division, aka the Desert Rats. At this point, Winston Churchill starts asking questions and realizes what his officer corps has done, and he personally calls Percy Hobart back into service and awards him the rank of Major General, at which point all of the officers throw a fit yet again, saying that he's 57 years old, he's too old to serve in the military, and they try to get him med-boarded out. Winston Churchill yet again intervenes and stops the med-board and issues this statement, quote, "The high commands of the army are not a club. It is my duty to make sure exceptionally able men, even though not popular with their military contemporaries, are not prevented from giving their services to the crown." Translation, quit being a bunch of catty bitches, we need this guy. By the time all that political BS gets done, Rommel is back in Europe, and he has been tasked with fortifying the Atlantic Wall, the German defense from Norway to Spain in case the Allies should invade. Rommel reinforces it with 260,000 men manning over 15,000 concrete bunkers and artillery positions. The entire thing is coated with barbed wire. It has anti-vehicle emplacements to prevent tanks and other vehicles from getting up the beach, and they lay over 200 million mines. And the man put in charge of figuring out how to penetrate those defenses is none other than Percy Hobart. He has re-entered the picture, and he knows that these kids have been stealing his homework. He comes in with the complete dad energy of, I taught you everything you know, but I didn't teach you everything I know. He takes command of the 79th Tank Regiment and gets to work immediately. It is now Major General Hobart and Erwin Rommel going toe-to-toe in a battle of wits that will determine the fate of the world. And obviously we're going to handle this issue with tanks, which brings us to problem number one. How are we going to get tanks on the beach? How are we going to get a 70,000-pound hunk of metal with a gun from the boat through the water onto the beach?
No worries, Nanami. No worries, Nanami.
It can't be that hard because battleships float, right? I mean, those are big and heavy and made out of metal, so why can't we do the same thing with a tank? All you have to do is displace enough water
is greater
and
than anything. Go to live. I didn't even know.
All we got to do
Live
is increase the surface area of a tank. So they take a gigantic tube of wax canvas, wrap it around the tank, and then have inflatable tubes that when they inflate it, the canvas stands straight up, and basically it is a tank inside of a giant canvas tube. And then we'll just add a couple of little boat propellers on the back of the tank so it'll push itself through the water. Problem solved. Sounds stupid, works terrific. So now that we've got the Sherman duplex drive amphibious tank figured out, the next problem, what is the beach made out of? Are the tanks going to get hung up and stuck? Because we can't have that happening either. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a submarine. We're going to send them out. They're going to wait till night. Once night falls, the sailors are going to go ashore, gather up a bunch of the dirt from the beach, and figure out what it's made out of. It's made out of blue clay. Probably the worst possible thing because those tanks will for sure get stuck in clay. So obviously problem number two, how on earth are we going to get the tanks through all this blue clay? It would be really nice if we had a road. You know what? Fuck it. We're just going to bring our own road. Ladies and gentlemen, the bobbin. That is a Churchill tank with a gigantic spool of canvas that has metal rods inside of it that literally goes ahead first and lays down a road for all the other tanks to drive on right up the beach. Again, it looks really silly, but it works super well. At this point, all the other people that hate Hobart are starting to make fun of him. They're starting to refer to these tanks as Hobart's funnies, but they have no idea how important these tanks are going to end up being. Hobart is over here actually trying to save the world by any means necessary. He realizes it doesn't matter how cool it looks, he just needs it to work, and he only needs it to work once. Meanwhile, all of his other contemporaries are worried about looking good while they do it. Okay, problem number 3, marching right up the beach. Now we have to worry about the mines and the barbed wire. We can't be blowing the tracks off our tanks with mines. We need to clear the barbed wire for the men, and we don't want the barbed wire getting hung up in the tracks of the tank. What are we gonna do? Things are about to go from looking weird and silly to looking terrifying and awesome, because the plan for this is to eat the barbed wire and blow up the mines in front of us using the Sherman Crab, aka the flail tank. Okay, so just so we're all on the same page, in theory, we have now figured out how to sail a fucking tank a mile through the ocean, build a road in front of us as we drive it up the beach, cut through barbed wire, and detonate mines. The only defensive structure left is the enormous concrete bunkers with Germans inside shooting machine guns and mortars. What are we going to do about that? Because normal tank guns aren't going to take those out effectively, which is a pretty simple solution. If your gun isn't big enough, just get a bigger gun. Ladies and gentlemen, the petard. It is essentially a mortar that is the size of a propane tank, affectionately dubbed the flying dustbin.
Damn.
You call that big?
Yeah, the thing's huge.
That explains a lot.
What is that supposed to mean?
You told me 8 inches.
And you told me you took installments.
I didn't know what that meant.
That's your problem. Interrupting my history time. And if the flying dustbin doesn't work, this one will. The most terrifying of all of the creations, the crocodile, aka the flamethrower tank, pulling a armored trailer with 500 gallons of jungle jelly, capable of shooting flames over 250 yards. So if everything goes according to plan so far, the enemy is either going to be dead or retreating. Here's the problem. Once the enemy starts retreating,
we don't need roads. We make our own.
Blowing up all the bridges behind them, making it very hard to maneuver vehicles, especially tanks, across ravines, rivers, ditches, and so on. So what are we going to do once they blow up the bridges? Fuck it, I guess we'll just bring a bridge from home, right? No, I'm not messing with you. Ladies and gentlemen, bridge tank.
Yeah.
Oh man, it went from this is kind of silly and there's no way that's gonna work to, oh my god, that's terrifying, to, okay, now you guys are just showing off. And I know what you're thinking, that's great, but what if it's just a little tiny anti-tank ditch or a ravine, not something that really necessitates an entire bridge? Well, that's easy, ladies and gentlemen, the fascine, aka a bundle of sticks.
Quite literally a bundle of sticks.
Hobart has accounted for absolutely everything, and this plan is for sure gonna work. But here's the thing, you've probably seen a bunch of movies or played a bunch of video games that incorporate the landing at Normandy on D-Day, and you've never seen any of this stuff. So why is that? That's because most movies and video games, like Saving Private Ryan, for example, take place on Omaha Beach, which was one of the American beaches, and the Americans didn't have access to all of Hobart's tanks. Why is that? Well, some people believe that the American leadership saw it and said that it was stupid, not gonna work, and they didn't want anything to do with them. However, that's a myth and it's completely untrue. Omar Bradley saw Hobart's inventions and requested all of them. Unfortunately, not enough could be made in time, and the only thing the American forces would be given for D-Day was the Sherman DD duplex drive amphibious tanks. And the reason that Hollywood focuses on Omaha Beach is because it's the most dramatic. It's the one beach of the 5 where absolutely everything went wrong. And believe it or not, one of the main things that went wrong was that the Sherman duplex drive tanks didn't make it. They got released too far off the beach and the seas were too rough, and a lot of them ended up sinking. Luckily, only 5 tankers drowned. The rest were able to escape and get picked back up by the boats, but it was a huge issue not having tanks on Omaha Beach, and it is part of the reason that Omaha was the deadliest beach on D-Day. If you pay attention and you know what you're looking for, it's even referenced in the Saving Private Ryan movie.
No armor has been in the shore. We got no DD points on the beach. Dog 1 is not open.
So just so we're all on the same page, the reason most people have never seen or heard about these things is because they weren't at Omaha Beach, and Hollywood focuses on Omaha Beach because it was the deadliest, most brutal battle. But the reason that it was the deadliest battle was quite literally in part due to the fact that Hobart's funnies.
Of course, I mean, we would be like, what? You can do what with that? Hell yeah, give me like 20 of them.
The Allies fight. These tanks are quite literally a victim of their own success. To give you an example of how big of an impact they had on the other beaches, the next deadliest beach after Omaha is Juneau, and it had less than half the casualties. But Hobart and the 79th Armored Division's contributions aren't done on D-Day. At this point, Hobart decides rather than keeping all of his men together as one unit, like pretty much every other type of armored unit did, he decided that he was going to split them up and attach them and their specialty tanks to all the other units of the Allied forces, essentially turning his tank division into the special forces of tanks. You need to clear some mines, here's the crab. You need to scare some Germans, here's the crocodile. By the end of World War II, the Germans were so scared of the crocodile flamethrower tank that they would start to surrender at the mere sight of it. The 79th Armored Division and Hobart's funnies fought all the way through the European theater, and when they finally came up to Germany, the first Allied forces to cross the Rhine into Germany did it in Hobart's duplex drive Sherman tanks. Because Hobart's funnies and the 79th Armored Regiment were spread out amongst all the other units in the European theater, every time a unit did something special, credit was given to that unit, and the contributions by Hobart, Hobart's men, and the Hobart funnies would go unnoticed and and unrecognized. So in conclusion, this was a story of Major General Percy Hobart, the man that pioneered modern tank warfare, the man that trained the men that beat Rommel in North Africa,
Nice.
the actual inventor of the Blitzkrieg tactic, and one of the most important architects of D-Day and the Allied advance through Europe. In the pages of history, he is a victim of his own success because everywhere he wasn't was such a catastrophic shit show that it monopolized the spotlight, and everywhere he was, things went so smooth that it wasn't worth reporting, so he went unnoticed. When people think of tank warfare in World War II, way too many people think of Erwin Rommel and Heinz Guderian, when in reality, they should be thinking of Percy Hobart, and I hope this video helps with that. Thanks for watching. Best way to support
It does help with that. I like spreading all this type of stuff.
Out.
You make them realize God is not on the battlefield. The tanks are. Now, we're talking about tanks. We're going to be going and trying to find some armadillos or something. I don't know. Some armadillos or something. I don't know. Armadillos! I saw an armadillo last time in this place. They hid from me and I was really pissed off. But, you know, it's one of those things. Ah, fuck. There's an update. Please actually update, you sons of bitches. Please actually update, you sons of bitches. Oh god, because last time it didn't update. I remember last time I was waiting for like fucking 30 minutes for it to update. Oh god. The Heavy Arms Gundam. Right now we'll watch this one right here.
Favorite quotes. Okay, the first favorite is Onyo, taking up 41%. Onyo. Number 2 is the bag, blue bag. Bag with strap. Goobity boobity booba! What was your word? Bug. There it is. Tell us about it.
Bug.
Bag. Bag. What kind of bag is it? What kind of bag? Blue bag.
Blue bag.
The bag with strap. Bag with strap. It's so cute. Was it last year? One of the mist streams. I didn't know what to say, so I just said the first thing that came to my mind. What can I say? Marketing genius. Number 3, I'm nervous about. We're gonna see what you guys said as your write-in option. Number 4, have you ever lactated before? Is that a thing that can just, like, happen? When did I say that? Gonna zoom. Wait, there's like a little thing here on this. Lactogen? I don't know what that is. Lactate? Lactating. Have you ever lactated before? Is that a thing that can just, like, happen? What kind of question is this? I'm sorry. I think I should have just said instead. Have you heard that some people can just lactate? Not. I shouldn't have asked it like that. Sorry. Is that just a thing that can happen? Wait, did I mean that at me? That's weird. What are you doing, Gura? Okay, let's see what on earth you guys said for the 4th option. Oh god. My god. Wait, was it the 3rd option? It was the 3rd option, my man. Your eyes are too far apart. They're closer than your mom and dad will ever... I didn't say that! Did I say that? That's mean! I didn't say that! Nuh-uh! No, I didn't! That's mean! When did I say that? Funny you guys didn't put, proof. Roll the clip. Oh, you don't have it. You don't have it. Where is it? Your eyes are too far apart. Give me a second. I gotta process that. Why did my eyes go to your comment? Revolted, of all things. Your eyes are too far apart. Well, they're closer than your mom and dad will ever be.
Oh god.
I know, you guys started bullying me, and I got defensive because the streamer is always on the defense. And so you guys probably just... No, you said, yeah, you started it. Your eyes are too far apart. And so then I reacted. Why are you picking on the birthday girl? Don't you see my badge? I'm certified birthday girl. I even have my birthday hat.
That was cute.
Picking on me. What is this?
Low. Beer! Behind you! Oh, what is that? What is that? What are you guys doing? Oh, dude, there's a little guy again. Low. Beer!
Oh god. Boobs are sore? Why
I had a horrible dream though today. I woke up early because I had I wouldn't say it's a nightmare, but I woke up really angry, dude. I think it's because I'm ovulating.
Oh no.
I saw people were like tagging
Pregante.
like, other
they want to get
VTubers,
Pregante.
And it's so funny. Yeah, like During ovulating, dude, everything fucking hurts. But the plus point is I'm having so much, like, what is it? Hunger. Like, my appetite is like sky high, chat. I've been eating so much for the past couple of days. It's either because ovulating makes you hungrier, or because my body thinks I'm like, okay, food is scarce, so now you must stock up on food and then not have this thing again in the future. Preggy? Dude, you won't know if you're pregnant or ovulating, okay? Like, I do, because I don't, it's kind of impossible for me to get pregnant because I don't even do anything. But if I were to do stuff, chat, I think I wouldn't know if I'm pregnant or ovulating anymore. It's the same symptom, bro. Like, your boobs get bigger. You start getting hungrier. Your body aches. And then, yeah. Like, you feel like you're brighter, you know? You feel like you're so much more brimming with energy. So, are yours getting bigger? Let me check. I don't think so, but it feels very sore. And that sucks, bro. Okay, I saw one person reply to my ovulating tweet being like, I hope you're not bleeding too much.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Who's gonna tell a man? Who's gonna tell a man? I saw that tweet. They were like, I hope your bleeding isn't too much today. And I was like, oh man, I don't know how to tell you, but oh, wrong week. Give it like 2 more weeks. Just hold on. Who's the father, Michi? More like, who's the mother? As I am a penis wielder. Huzzah! It's all about bleeding. Ovulation, period, same stuff. But like, yeah, ovulating sucks. Okay, I'm being more like, my emotions are fine. It's just my boobs are very, very sore. And it hurts so bad. Like, I can't even... If I bump onto something, bro, my boobie hurt. Like, it is sore to the touch. Not good at all. And then I've been eating a lot. So, my appetite has grown. So, like, I want to eat
hold the line,
so much
Michi,
food.
hold the line.
But my body is not used to having that much food inside me. So, I just feel nauseous. Like, I eat so much, and then I'm just like... I'm like, Girl, same, right? I didn't think people would think like, oh, ovulation equal pregnant time. It is technically like ovulation means you can get pregnant, but like, listen, being pregnant is the least of my concern. Everything already fucking hurt, and I'm already doing it solo. Like, imagine if I have another passenger in my body. Okay, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. You're actually eating? I am. You know, yesterday, chat, I ate 3 whole meals. 3. All on my own. I even finished it and everything. I ate 3 whole meals, all on my own some. Yup. It's fucking nuts. I woke up and I ate like a bento box, and then midday I got like a bagel, and then, well, not a bagel. What is it? Like a pretzel bagel, kind of pretzel. It's bread, but like cooked. And then at night, I ate nasi uduk, which is an Indonesian food, and I ate it all on my own some. I finished it.
Guess who got scammed for $4.20? How can you drop an egg 6 feet without breaking it?
How?
By dropping it 7 feet, it won't break for the first 6.
I love how your name is Guess Who. You are like the riddle man. Healthy eating? I know, you eat nasi uduk at night. Yes, oh, he's right though. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. All bread is cooked. No, there's bread. Bread is baked, dude. Bread is baked, and then you can like cook it again, and then it becomes like crispy bread.
Yeah,
so
maybe Face Connect would have been good for her.
So much. Like yesterday, I ate so much, and my body, like appetite-wise, I felt satisfied. Body-wise, I felt kind of sick. Like, my stomach was about to blow up, bro. You know those fun little moments when, you know, like when you eat a lot, chat, and then your stomach is like bloated, so then you have like a little bit of a bump on your belly. So then when you shower, you pretend like you're taking photo shoots for your baby shower, you know? You're taking like maternity photo shoots in the shower, so you start posing. I did that. It felt good.
Oh, God.
A food baby. Yeah, a food baby. Can't I relate? I swear, that is the funnest thing ever. I swear you said this before. Yesterday, like, this is so bad because, like, I get bloated after I eat, like, lactose products or, like, cheese or milk. I usually get really bloated, right? But because yesterday, I ate a lot, and then I also ate some cheese and stuff, I was, like, extra bloated. So then I was in the shower, and I just kept, like, posing. I literally showered for, like an hour and a half. Dairy. Oh, yeah, dairy.
Fries got scammed for $3. I've been seeing a lot more fertility streams from vtubers. Hurry, Michi, join the trend.
What the fuck is a fertility
Smile some
stream?
Kid X300.
What the fuck does that
Twitter will
mean?
really hear that you're on your period and they'll ask for the Iron Clown makeup mission 30 clown.
What is a fertility stream? Fries? Wait, what do you do in those? Like, do you just announce your fertility on a stream? That's a good question. Wait a minute, Fries. What do you mean you've been seeing a lot more fertility streams from VTubers? I've never seen that before. What are you watching, Fries?
What is Fries watching?
What are you searching up, bro? Don't be shy. Share with the class. Blame the streamer? What the fuck? What did I do? Okay. What the flip? What the flip, chat? What the flip? Oh, you didn't see that, but one of my lights turned off. Oh god, I have to change my light bulb. Also, you didn't see what happened, but like IRL, one of my like light bulbs, I think they died. So now my room is a little bit darker, but one of my light bulbs died and it scared the living shit out of me because I was opening Twitter and my light bulbs just died. How do you change light bulbs, man? I used to have my roomie do it for me, but I don't know how to do it myself. Maybe I can just Google it. With your hands? Chat, it's all the way up there! You can just rotate it. How do I reach the ceiling? Screw it in.
All right, let's watch Renlio's, and then we're gonna go to
What's this? Oh, it's a fan. Hi, bro.
Oh!
No, bro. What's this? Oh, it's a fan. Hi, bro.
Yep. Heavy reactions are what people love. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be switching over to the Minecraft, of course. Appreciate you guys being here for the Minecraft stream. Really do appreciate that. The music is really loud, and I do apologize for that. But we're gonna be fixing that soon too. I have to freaking every single time there's an update, I freaking have to uninstall, reinstall, re-download, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I always have to do this. Open main menu. Play. Yeah, boys. Oh yeah, I need to go into my my server and have a little bit of chat with people. Game streaming. Hello, Lunar.
Hello.
We pretty much joined it around the same time. That's interesting.
So I just want to quote what Salvi's been texting me. He's like, I will blow up my PC. I am in. I've been waiting for you for an hour.
Yes.
No, he has not.
I have not. I have in fact not been waiting for over an hour. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna...
he had to update his game.
Yeah. The weirdness
He
that
was just
happens.
being impatient.
Yeah, the weirdness that happens. I'm moving the music to 50%. Oh, I'm hearing echo. But yeah, the weird thing that happens with my Minecraft on average is almost every single time, quite literally almost every single time, I have an issue with Minecraft where when it's updating, it will freeze for like, and I'm waiting for it for like 10 minutes or whatever while it's supposedly updating. And that takes too long, so I'm like, okay, I need to do something to, you know, make it last less. I uninstall and then reinstall, and that takes usually less time than I was waiting for the update to do. I don't know why it does that on my PC. I have no clue. I do it through the Xbox app, so the Xbox, you know, Game Pass, whatever app. I do it through that one, so maybe it's because of that instead of just doing like regular downloads. Who knows? But
He does not even give it 15 minutes.
well, I mean, you know me. I'm a streamer. I'm not patient. Streamers aren't patient. We aren't meant to be patient. Yeah, it's true. But I'm a better streamer, so I'm not patient. I'm just kidding.
Ain't no way I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
I knew you'd react that way. That's why
At least
I
I
said
don't farm drama content. At least I don't do that. Stupid bit. Also, it took me long enough to finally get the villager. The
oh,
mending.
nice. The mending villager? Perfect.
I also had forced them to make babies.
Well, yeah, of course. It's always good to force them to make babies, because then you could get more villagers. I actually, in my old Java server, I don't have it anymore, but the old Java server I used to have, do I have it? Wait. If I have the old Java thingy, wait, like, let's say I find my old Java server of Minecraft. Can I just update it to the newest version?
Unless they're
Yeah, it will. It's just your previous loaded chunks. They won't generate new chunks. Or they won't generate the new stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's better.
Well, besides animals, but it won't generate like the newer structures, like the trials, unless you have new chunks you haven't explored.
Ah, that sucks. The reason why I ask is because I had built a lot of farms, a lot of different farms, and I wanted to see if I could just create, you know, a new space.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. I made a new chest so we can actually put like more cobblestone, because I know you're gonna need a ton of cobblestone.
Are you happy? I did this all this morning.
That is insane. That is insane. I'm proud of you. It's insane. Holy FOV. 85 to 90, yeah. What FOV do I actually have here? It's at 60. It's actually FOV 60.
I'm at 70.
Yeah, I'll put it at 70. That's probably better. There we go. That's a little better. Don't want to make people, like, nauseous. I know when you have... Yeah, 8 hours left till Hollow Justice. Very true. Because I know when you have too little FOV, it can make people very nauseous. Because you don't have the perspective that's needed for the nausea to go away. It's weird how the human brain works.
The cherry trees are spreading across your mountain.
That is good. We want that cherry tree biome thingy to happen there. Not making the full cherry tree biome, of course, not the Sakura biome, but still a mini biome here for us. Yeah, YouTube nuked a bit of growth, of course, because YouTube is being fucking YouTube. It's going to do that. But fortunately, they're gonna grow again, and they're gonna grow pretty quickly. So it's not really going to affect them too harshly. It is gonna affect them in the beginning, but being, you know, being a Hololive English thing, they're gonna go for it.
What are you doing? You're getting more tree, more sticks. I'll take that as a yes. You're getting more sticks.
Yes, I am. Because we absolutely need more sticks, because we're, you know, we're still gonna be doing more digging to have a layer of dirt, like you mentioned, since you want actual farms. So
I hope you know we're gonna divide them, which means on the right side we're getting the animals. Also,
okay.
no, we're not getting pigs. We don't need pigs.
I need pigs.
No,
Babe,
you don't.
pig in the city. I mean, why you want to take away my happiness, huh?
Fuck your pigs.
No, please don't fuck the pigs.
What's wrong with you?
You said fuck the pigs, and I was like, no, don't fuck the pigs.
No, I said fuck your pigs.
I'm not gonna fuck my pigs. Why do you want me to fuck my pigs?
Too bad, I already murdered them.
Ah, damn it, you did?
Yes.
Why?
Because murder!
There you go. You got sticks now.
Yay, I needed some because my pickaxe is about to break.
I'm gonna make 2 pickaxes because I know it's gonna break with all the stuff that we're doing. It's gonna definitely break.
I don't know, with the 2 of us, I think we'll get it done.
I know, but like how we're gonna be also replacing some of the cobblestone with dirt means we're gonna have to actually dig more into the cobblestone, at least 1 deep. This one we can get done with just 1 pickaxe each one of us, but the other cobblestone dirt transfer thing is gonna be the big problem here.
True.
Go. So today was a busy day. Yesterday was a busy day with the VC thing that I went there. I am the only one out there of all the VTubers who actually got the CEO response and was able to actually have that. So I'm proud of that. Because everyone else, when they checked it out, they had already, you know, privated the stuff. So I'm the only one with the CEO response.
First, let's
And I tell everyone else I was like skill issue.
No, you do not.
No, I never do actually. I'm not that mean. No skill issue there.
I was gonna tell you, make sure you grab this hole because we'll definitely need it.
Yeah, definitely. I can give you dirt if you need it.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You made me dirty.
I made you dirty. Oh my god. I'm gonna go back and get some for myself. Because I'm gonna start working from this area over here. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch this over here, this, so it's just easy to transfer over.
Yeah, you're right. I should do that too.
Easier to switch over that way.
Oops, what am I doing? We'll do the ground first, and then we'll do the walls.
Yeah. Should have more than enough dirt for all that. Even though I did throw away some of the dirt, I didn't throw away all of it. So we have several things, stacks of 64.
Well, we also have some at home. Because most of the stuff I had migrated to our house.
Ah, okay. There we go. Slowly, the grass will spread. Because you have a lot of grass blocks around it, so the grass is going to spread. Slowly but surely. See, that's why I needed two, because I knew it was going to break eventually. I knew it was going to break. So that's why I needed two. So yes, things are always interesting.
Hmm?
Things are always interesting in this world. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yum.
Yum, yum. Going to Twitch, all good. You know what sucks for me? Most VTubers are on Twitch. It's also ironic because no one hates VTubers more than Twitch, especially right now. Especially right now, no one hates VTubers more than Twitch. Twitch is being a little bit interesting, but again, they have the right as a service. They have the right to make any type of guidelines they want. They have spelled it out. So if you go awry of the guidelines, it does suck, and I do feel for you. But like I said, like especially like the nudity and the actual nudity and you know, clothing guidelines, it does suck. But you know, they, like I said, their service, you are using their service. I have to make sure to abide by the guidelines that the service itself has sent in anything that I do, so everyone else should as well. The only thing that sucks, the only thing that I dislike about the whole situation, honestly, and that's one point that I'll give the people who are getting hit by it, is they're not doing it very evenly. Like Amaranth and other people, they freaking can do whatever the hell they want and be as sexual as they want, and they don't get hit, but VTubers do. That's what I don't like it.
I think the reason
you hold
for
my
that is
hand and we can do other
flesh-
things, but I need my head pats on each hand.
Flesh streamers tend to bring in far more money for Twitch than VTubers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And remember, also, this is a thing that is known on Twitch. It has been known for a while. A lot of the Twitch moderators, like the higher end moderators, the higher ones, the ones that are actually Twitch employees, they simp for the girls. They are actual parasocial with the girls, with Amaranth and, you know, Alinity and all those other girls. They actually are official mods of theirs, or they give money to them or something like that. They are officially like actually big fans of those girls, which is going to bring some favoritism. It's going to bring some, you know, some of that type of stuff happening. And that's where Twitch really has no leg to stand on when they're like, oh, we try to do everything evenly. No, you don't. A lot of your mods are big time fans of these girls, and those are the girls that don't get hit ever. Because I mean, freaking Amaranth played a game on her butt, for God's sakes, and she didn't get hit by anything. You're telling me that's not sexual?
Yeah, but when VTubers do it, that's
like VTubers do it, you get banned for 7 days.
Because so many VTubers were making fun of that shit.
Yeah, and they got, well, and of course it hurt the feelings of a lot of the Twitch mods, and they ended up getting banned for 7 days. That is the problem. If they
I don't think
evenly,
they'd ever attack Chibi-Doki, because Chibi-Doki was one of those people, but she didn't do it on her butt, she did it on one of her hair strands.
Yeah.
It was literally one of her hair strands.
Yeah, so it was making fun of it, but she made sure to be able to make fun of it, parody it, and not get hit. So she did it the smart way. She did it the smart way, because other people did it, like other VTubers did it on their boobs, or they did it on their actual butt, and stuff like that, and of course they got hit, because that can be seen as sexual. So Chibi-Doki was smart in the way that she did it. Yep. Sayu had to change her. Oh wow, Sayu did have to change her summer outfit. Dang, and Sayu's summer outfit is pretty tame in comparison to other people's stuff. Like honestly, she said the bra was small and told her artist and decided to make her bra bigger. Darn. Like I said, it's just unfair the way that they treat a lot of livers. But if you know, here's the thing I'll give you. If you know that Twitch is gonna be that way, then don't tempt the gods. Don't tempt fate. Don't go and freaking be, you know, a reactionary and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna show Twitch, whatever. Don't do that. Like me, I know Twitch is really, 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 really harsh on guys if they do that kind of stuff. So why do you think I just do maybe innuendos, maybe some jokes that aren't really that funny sometimes, but I do it in a way that isn't very obvious, because I know that Twitch is very much against the males, especially and any other VTuber liver. So I don't tempt fate. I don't tempt anything. That's because I'm smart. I don't want my channel to get hit, so I don't tempt fate. I don't do lewd things, like obviously lewd things. I don't push any kind of like well, I don't have a boob model, but I don't push boobs at all either, because of the fact I know Twitch is gonna hit you.
You do have a boob model.
I do, but I don't use it very much.
Yeah, you don't use it that much. But I was also gonna say that, to be honest, I did hear, I think I actually seen it, where there was apparently, I think, a Russian girl on Twitch who, or I think it was Asian, I can't remember, but she got away with saying the hard R.
Yeah.
But when a black guy says it, that's when he gets banned.
like I said, it's rules for thee, not for me, and the rules only apply if you don't make them money. If you make them a ton of money, the rules don't apply to you. Like what Lunar said, it's basically if you make them a ton of money, they are gonna be like,
I think she's smaller. She was smaller than him. That's the funny thing.
That is weird though. That is weird.
She's just not a well-known flesh tuber.
Ah, okay. Darn it! I'm gonna throw them to you.
What?
2, because I'm gonna be making. I'm going to be making 2 more. Whatchamacallits, and I need that. Yeah, pickaxes, and I need the space. So.
Yeah, that's fine. You can give them to me.
So I did. Still expects you to know exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing you end up having to watch out for, unfortunately, when you are a streamer, whether it be on Twitch, YouTube, etc. YouTube is a little bit less restrictive on that stuff. As long as you mention that you put that your stream is not meant for kids, then usually they don't have a problem. You know? If you mark it as not for children...
The only reason why I mark mine as not for kids is because... I just mark it as like 16 plus because... It's not that I don't want minors. I don't want to deal with minors that often. But if you're like at least above the age of 16, then the thing is, I will talk about like sexual themes, or there will be some type of game that involves gore or something like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna talk about sexual stuff, even a little bit, even as jokes or whatever, you mark it as for mature audiences. But there are people out there, VTubers and regular flesh tubers alike, that they talk about lewd things. They, are in bikinis. They are in, that kind of wear, and then they get surprised when they get hit with a ban. It's like, okay, you're tempting fate by talking about lewd things. You're tempting fate by talking about, especially knowing how Twitch is with things, by having a bikini with jello physics is what I call it, when their boobs move like freaking 15 miles an hour and they freaking move for 15 minutes straight. Every little small move gets you jello physics on the boobs. If you do that, then of course expect to get hit with the ban hammer. Or at the very least, get hit with sexual themes.
Yeah.
Because you have to realize
and don't complain about it either, because
don't complain.
You know, you're self-aware. You have to be aware that you literally ordered that Mongol. Therefore, you're gonna have to pay the consequences for it.
Exactly.
A lot of people do.
And here's the thing: if you're a content creator for longer than a month on Twitch, you know that Twitch is that way. You absolutely know that Twitch is that way. What you're doing
and
is
they're like YouTube as well. As they won't explain the reason behind your ban.
No, they won't.
If you're banned, that's it.
That's it. And the thing is, here's the thing I have. You know that you're doing that type of model specifically as well, because you want to get the attention, because you want to get the views, because booba sells. And it's okay if you're selling it, like, for example, like I've always said, the lewd tubers. I have no problem with lewd tubers at all. Like, if booba sells, booba sells. But call yourself a lewd tuber. Don't call yourself a family-friendly channel and put yourself as family-friendly, where 13-year-olds can hit and people under the age of 13 can hit. And start showing boobs, saying lewd things, start saying things like that. There are people who work their ass off, who are adults, who censor themselves because they want to actually hit the family channels. And then they're competing with people who actually aren't doing anything family-related. It's like, it's unfair to them too. That's what I'm thinking of. It's not just like, oh, I hate people who are booba tubers. No, they have their spot, they have their place, they deserve to have their stuff, and I'm all for it. The problem is, like I said, when you play the booba card, but then get angry when you're hit with sexual themes, or you get angry when you're hit with anything like that. And it's like unfortunately I've seen even lewd tubers complain, and I'm like, dude, you're a lewd tuber. Understand, you're gonna get hit with those things. If you don't market yourself because you want to tempt fate and you're a lewd tuber, it's your own damn fault. But most lewd tubers now. Go ahead.
No, finish what you were gonna say first.
I was gonna say, nowadays most loot tubers understand that even them having like Project Melody never marks herself as anything as under the age of 16, always says mature topics. She does get hit with sexual themes a lot of times, but she does at least say mature language will be used. That kind of is a way to prevent that. But you know why people don't do it? In positive news, found the moment Sayu says I'm basically the mascot. Ooh, nice. Clip it while he was found, son. Clip it and save it. But go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I've noticed that, because I've engaged with a couple of YouTubers, is a good majority of them like to be in drama.
Well, that is true.
Because like I said, I know a couple of VTubers who are LewTubers, but I stopped engaging with them because they get into too much drama. Yeah. So they're to be honest, the majority of LewTubers, they're pretty fucking dramatic for people, but overall, I don't want to be known as a LewTuber, because one, my design's not meant to be lewd. It shows a little bit of flesh, but it's not in places where you would expect.
Yeah. And another thing that I would say is there are people who are like, oh my god, why are people being so lewd, blah blah blah. Yet, like I said, they have the jiggle physics of Jello, for God's sakes, and they're like, oh my god, people are so lewd. Of course, people being overly sexual when you're not sexual is still a bad thing. It's always a bad thing because it's done without consent. It's done without the desire to have that. But there are some people that I've known that have very lewd models, like showing cleavage all the time and things like that. And one thing I wanted to mention is I'm not against jiggle physics. I'm not against that. It's natural. It's freaking, you have boobs, you're gonna have jiggle physics. But there are some that do it in a tasteful manner. Like I've seen some that have like where the boobs will move in a more natural way. Sounds weird that I'm talking about boobs, but bear with me here. Bear with me here.
VTubers.
Yeah, bear with me here. I'm talking about good rigging versus bad rigging, in my opinion.
Like Tinder.
Yeah.
Basically.
There's good rigging versus bad rigging. Good rigging, I would say, good boob rigging, good jiggle rigging, good whatever you want to call it, is ones that I've seen where the boobs will move in a natural way, as in like freaking, okay, let's just be honest here. Boobs are bags
before you continue,
they're bags of fat.
I want to say that this is not to be hateful to any sort of rigger here.
No,
if you're still a learning rigger, that's okay if you overstimulate your rigging.
And that's the thing. Also, no knocking of riggers. No knocking of the riggers who spent, because you spend countless hours. Holy crap, you spent countless hours.
Yeah.
You spent hours, days, weeks doing this. And maybe that's the bone structure you learned when you did rigging. Now, I'm not saying it's the easiest way to do, because you still have to animate the whole damn thing. It still has to be done. But it's probably it was probably even asked for by the person who you were doing the rigging for. It was probably requested that way. I'm not blaming the riggers. I'm saying that, in my opinion, what's more aesthetically pleasing, the person who did the model a lot of times, because it's the riggers only do what you ask them to do, you know, because the riggers will probably, a lot of them, because especially if they take an anatomy, which a lot of riggers and artists do, they take anatomy classes. Like I've known artists and like, I take anatomy classes. I study anatomy because you want to know how the skin, how the meat attaches to the bone. So a lot of artists and a lot of riggers take anatomy. So they know how anatomy works. They know it doesn't jiggle a lot, you know? They know it's not going to jiggle a lot. So it's going to jiggle some, but not a ton. So they know that.
That's what I prefer, because like it's clear that I'm gonna have like decently sized boobs.
Wait,
Yeah.
what the?
Not like huge ones like most VTubers want with a ton of jiggle physics.
Wait.
I just want mine moderately.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the thing is, look, women
Wait,
and
what
guys,
the-
we both have boobs. We both have boobs. It's natural. Hello, Nick. It's both natural. But heck, men with floppy boobs also have jiggle physics.
Yeah.
So
I've seen a model. I've seen someone with a model who can mess with his boobs, and it's kind of funny to me.
That's
I like how he
hilarious.
does
I
it.
love that. I love that type of not
Yeah.
taking yourself seriously. I love that.
He's an absolute clown, and it's funny.
And here's the thing: the bigger, it's gonna sound weird. The bigger the chesticles, the more jiggle physics they're gonna have. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not railing against jiggle physics. It's just make it seem natural, in my opinion. I just like that more. It's more aesthetically pleasing to me to watch a VTuber that has that type of physics going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You did it a lot faster than I did. Holy crap!
Because I'm cutting out more and then placing it.
In
way,
general,
it's
not just
like
talking about women, talking about guys too. Having the model be more realistic in the way that they do any kind of physics on the body, on weapons, on the way your hands move, any of that kind of stuff. I respect that a lot. Like, I watch people like Tricky V, I watch people like Shy Lily, I watch people like that. They have jiggle physics too. Bao does, but it's more restrained jiggle physics. It's like Matara Khan does have a bit more exaggerated, but not extremely exaggerating. And even she said she's gonna get that changed because it just feels like, doesn't feel natural or whatever she said. But she said she didn't like the fact that it moves so much, or she was like, making fun of the fact that it moves so much. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, if you have that and that's part of your model, I respect that, and I respect you as a human being who has decided to have that. But don't be surprised when you get hit by you jerk. When you get hit by the Twitch mods, the Twitch bans for stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just like if I accidentally show a butthole or something, then of course I'm gonna get banned. Because it's not meant to.
Oh no, Salvi showed a butthole. He showed an anus. I'm kidding.
It's natural, but still, it's a natural thing that like they don't want seen.
Well, I mean, they did rescind the TOS about the emotes for the butthole.
Oh, the twerking emotes.
Yeah.
They did rescind the twerking emote thing. Yes, they did. That was a long one. I remember I tried to do a twerking emote a while back. They did not like that one. Holy crap. There you go.
Salvi, you just buried me alive.
You've done that to me before.
Get me out now.
I did it with dirt, so it's fine. There you go.
I don't care. Don't make me turn on the thing again.
Turn on actual violence.
Yeah.
Extreme violence. Yes.
I'll turn it on again. Don't make me do it.
Don't worry, I won't make you do it. Alright, so... Don't worry, I'm putting in more sticks. I'm gonna use 2 right now, and then I'm gonna put the rest in, oh shit, never mind. I'm just gonna put most of them back in here. And then I'm gonna get, like... Yeah, there we go. So you can make more pickaxes if you need them, because I'm gonna make more. 2 at a time seems pretty good, because it gives me space.
Yeah. I like 2 at a time, too.
It gives me space to get blocks, you know? To get the blocks that are, whether it be cobblestone or whatever.
I just told the fact that we're using dirt.
I mean, the only thing we're going to be using dirt for, honestly, is what we're doing right now. Oh, and if we ever need more, whatchamacallit, what is it called? The whatchamahoozits.
What?
Clay. If you ever need more clay for anything.
Oh, of course. I'm gonna use the fuck out of that clay. I promise you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the only thing that we would actually need dirt for. Yeah, oversized booba, like we were mentioning before, oversized booba in the VTuber thing, it's like, okay, what are you doing? Now, there's a difference. There's that milky cow lady, whatever. She has shown her actual booba, and she actually does have big boobas, so that's kind of like she's marketing it after herself. And then we have Cinder, who actually has big boobs. We have Tricky, who has more, regular sized boobs because they've actually shown their IRL stuff. And, so those are more akin to what they look naturally. That I'm fine with. Like, yeah, if you have like H cups and you have in IRL and H cups in your VTuber model, then that's fine. Did you fall?
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I think some people in the early days, at least in the early days of VTubing, big boobs was just because they, you get the audience, you get the crowd, you get the stuff like that. Nowadays, people are actually marking their VTuber models, making the VTuber models based more on themselves. Because they want it to be a reflection of themselves, not just a character that they create, and also an idealized version of themselves. Because there are very few, except for the ones that have done IRL look, there are very few who look like they actually do. Like, there's some cat VTubers out there who don't look like they actually, do in their VTuber model. I don't look like I do in my VTuber model. My VTuber model is much thinner than it's not much thinner, but it's thinner than I am. It has more hair than I do on its head. It has it's a squirrel, for God's sakes, but just giving you an idea.
He also doesn't have glasses.
Yeah, my squirrel doesn't have glasses. Yeah. So you do an idealized version of yourself, and that's perfectly fine. That's nothing wrong with that. It's just, if anyone wants to see our IRL self, I mean, just being honest, that's a lot of the reason a lot of VTubers are VTubers instead of IRL tubers. Because if you
way to expose people, you aren't afraid to expose people as well. If they do something bad, you talk about it. Instead of trying to hide it.
No, yeah, you always talk about it. Always good to communicate. To sour with another guy, yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
okay.
That's the thing. Like I was saying, no, everyone I did VTubing because I didn't want to do IRL tubing. I wanted to have a bit of anonymity. I wanted to have an idealized version of myself. That's what a lot of VTubers do. And, they deserve respect. They deserve to be seen as the idealized version that they want to be seen. That is perfectly fine. I have no problem with that at all. Hey, I did a large portion here, so I'm going to go back because I used all my 64.
I got you.
And then there are people like Charlie, like Penguin Zero, who's not the nicest looking dude, or like, for example, Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers, not the nicest looking guy. They don't look amazing at all. And they're doing their IRL tubing because they're like, fuck it. Like,
we don't care what people think.
It's like, who gives a fuck if people like the way I look or not? I'm just gonna be me. I respect those people because I wasn't strong enough to do that when I was when I got my VTuber model. I'll just be honest with you. I wasn't strong enough to do that. I was like, people are gonna make fun of my ass. So that's why I went for my VTuber model. Like I said, it's an idealized version of myself. So,
I mean, like I said it before, that I made my design specifically on how I see myself, but it's still a representation of me because I still have my moles and my short hair and my skin tone. The thing is, my problem is getting my exact skin tone because I don't know how to actually color pick it.
Okay.
So I did the best I could. So I guess you say the skin tone is not 100%, but I wouldn't know because it's hard to get the exact representation of my.
Yeah.
Because it's olive.
Oversized booba, like Ayo, Guardian Gaming, yeah. We're just talking about, idealized versions of VTubers. Like I talked about, how I made my idealized version of VTubers. The booba model that I do have was made by a friend. She is trans, and she is like, I want to do a gender bend of you, and I'm like, okay, go ahead. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not one of those insecure people who's like, oh my god, gender bend, oh my god. No, I'm like, yeah, go ahead, do it. I was like, and for free? Go ahead, do it. And yeah, she did. She made a gender bend version of it.
I'm getting us more dirt.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And I'm very proud of the version, because like that's why I use it occasionally, because it is something made by me by someone that cares about me enough to go through the trouble of making it.
I mean, I also made your profile picture.
Oh yeah, profile picture made by other people too. First thing I hear is oversized booba. Gotta keep walking. What the heck did I just tune into? First thing about body builds is the bigger the booba, the wider and taller the torso needs to be to keep proportions normal. Yeah, you can't have like. There's an actual subreddit called Tits on a Stick. You can't have that. Well, you can, but it just doesn't look right.
That's a subreddit? That kind of sounds funny.
It is a subreddit. It's an actual subreddit called Tits on a Stick.
Okay, I put some more dirt in the chest.
Okay.
It sounds in line with another subreddit, r/bad women's anatomy.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Yeah, because some people don't understand women's anatomy at all. It's fucking what the hell. Oh yeah. No, I mean you could be a booba enjoyer. That's not an issue at all. It's just don't like you're saying, don't try to force it on anybody. Don't try to force your likes on anyone. Like, and also like, yeah, okay. I am a chesticle enjoyer, definitely. But like if I meet someone who's amazing and doesn't have large chesticles, I'm gonna be like, fucking hell yeah, you're amazing. You know?
All booba is good booba, basically.
Yes, it is.
Yippee! Now I gotta do the wall.
To each their taste, yes. To each their own, to each their taste. I'll try to start over here.
Let me know if you need scaffoldings and then I'll go get them.
Okay. I might use the actual blocks.
You don't have to. I can just get you scaffoldings.
Fuck you.
What are you gonna do when you can't get down? Are you gonna use your fist?
Yes. I'm gonna fist it. I'm gonna fist the dirt.
Okay, Virgo.
I'm grabbing the charcoal because the coal because you told me to grab coal when I see it, so I'm grabbing it.
Yep. Because I'm gonna need that for the traders. Cause.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because they do trade for coal. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. This one was not a bad vein of coal, honestly. Holy crap! It goes pretty deep. That's what she said.
Be careful not to fall.
No, it goes deep sideways. Goes deep into the mountain. Yep, it goes pretty freaking holy crap. There we go. Now, what I need to do in order to make sure that this does not create any spawns is do it this way.
Salvi, we're on peaceful.
No, but I'm saying when we're not on peaceful. I don't want any fucking random spawns. That's what I mean.
Fine, bitch.
Yeah. I always have that like nervousness of like freaking enemy mob spawns.
Yeah, because you die too easily.
Yeah, I do. I die freaking super easily. So yeah, that is one of those things, obviously. There we go. Can't wait for Hollow Justice. Like, okay, there's also another thing, like Hololive. You have Callie and a lot of others who have, you know, they have personalities added to them, as if you want to call it that. They have their own little personalities in front of them. And the larger ones, like Crony and others, they don't have like weird ass jiggle physics. They just have regular jiggle physics. You know what I mean? Yeah, there isn't over. What? Oh, it's lagging. It lagged. Yeah, it lagged pretty bad. There's an over.
I'm looking at it from here, and it looks great.
Yep. And every person can do whatever the heck they want with the design that they want, of course. But you have to understand that there are going to be people who are going to be criticizing it, just like people criticize mine, because they're like, "Oh, you did it because you're poor." I'm like, "Yep." You did it because you couldn't get a Life 2D. I'm like, "Yep." How is that supposed to make me feel bad? I'm like, I've been very open about the fact that I can't fucking get my own Life 2D. Like it's quite honestly something that I always mention. I do this way because I'm poor. And the Needy Sisters have always been like, oh, how ugly. Like, I've had Needy Sisters be like, oh my god, how ugly this is. This looks ugly. Why didn't you get yourself an actual good model? I'm like, if you'll pay it for me, then maybe I would. But you're not paying for jack squat. Then shut up. Like, you can criticize. Like, you can say, it doesn't look great because it's not Live 2D. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. It doesn't look great because it's not Live 2D. But, it's all that I can afford. Hololive operates in what I call tasteful to the eye. It's gonna lie if we're critiquing, the lips do seem a bit off. Yeah. And if we're just critiquing, just being honest critique here, with Hololive, the issue that I've had in the past with Hololive is with their modeling software, whatever you want to call it. Because you know they use Live 2D Studio, but they model it in their own way. They've always seemed, I'm gonna be truly honest with you, before, a little too stiff in the way they did their modeling in the past. Like, it always felt too stiff. I don't know if it was the actual models themselves or whatever. That's one thing that Nijisanji had before, where like at least the models, they didn't seem too stiff compared to Hololive. That is one thing that I will criticize about big agencies. Sometimes a big agency will just go for what will draw attention, like, oh, you had this model, mama or papa, versus, oh my god, this is the best one out there. Like, you can find a lot of what some people call, I guess, lower tier or less expensive people doing some amazing ass models. Like, seriously, some amazing models. Like, look at Sayu. Sayu has a person who's really well versed in doing models, but they're not like, oh my god, they're not like extremely famous. They're really good at the models. I mean, I'm not going to take anything from Sayu's model at all. They're really good, but it's like they're not like, oh my god, they're famous around Japan and famous around the US and famous everywhere. Like, everyone's freaking waiting for 2 years to get their model from this person, like they are with the Hololive people. And of course, I guarantee you, Hololive pays them extra to get their model first. I guarantee you. That's bound to happen. Hololive EN, Holo Advent, and Hololive ID members are going to watch... yeah, they're doing a watch-along. They are allowed to do audio for the watch-along. They absolutely are. Fucking A, my room is at 86 already. Holy crap. No wonder I was feeling like I was in a sauna. Now I need to turn on my AC again. God damn it. I also saw there's this other singer. There's a singer specifically who is she has the craziest freaking jiggle physics. Holy shit. She's a Japanese V singer. I forgot her name. She's like, I don't know if she's like a princess or something like that, but she's like an independent V singer. Matsuri did a basically a small VTuber showcase, and it showed her. She got much bigger. I think she grew like maybe by like 20 or 30k subs after Matsuri showed her. And she has some of the craziest jiggle physics I've ever seen. She has collision physics with her like boobs and her arms, and sometimes it makes the freaking things jiggle for like forever. I'm like, holy shit. Those are the type of people that I'm like, dude, like, I know boobs jiggle, but they won't be like, I don't know. Just to me, I think I know an okay amount of anatomy to know that they don't jiggle for that long. Holy crap. But hey, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm dumb. Let's go. People have been telling me that I should get jiggle nuts. I'm like, that's an interesting idea. I'm like, why would I make my nuts jiggle? But okay. Yeah, they do keep consistent quality. I will say that about Hololive. They do keep consistent quality. You can definitely praise them for that. That is one thing you can absolutely say about Hololive. They have consistent quality.
Let me know when you run out of dirt so I can give you some more. Get you some. So.
Yeah, some of it is just comical. Like, some of it is just comical. Like, I will say this, that some of the jiggle physics is pretty comical in the way that they do it. But others, it's just like, okay, you wanted to go with that aesthetic? That's fine. Do your thing, girly. Who the hell am I to tell you what to do? But, like I said, if you have too much jiggle physics, also, a lot of times if you have too much jiggle physics or showing too much booba or showing too much cleavage, Twitch will decide, guess what? This isn't for kids, and will mark you as sexual themes or inappropriate attire. Be prepared for that. That's all I'm saying, you know?
Yeah.
Just like me, as a guy. Actually, they do more restrictions as a guy. Because, like, for example, women could do body painting streams, and they don't get hit. A guy does a body painting stream? Holy crap, he gets banned. That's one thing that does happen. But this happens more with IRL streamers than with the VTubers. So I guess it doesn't happen in the community very much, but that's one criticism that I do have about Twitch when it comes to guys versus girls. The guys, like, you have to start with your shirt off in order to have a stream with your shirt off at any point. A woman can go from not bikini to have bikini, and it's perfectly fine. There's just so many double standards when it comes to a lot of things.
Welcome to Twitch.
Welcome to Twitch, exactly. That is one thing. Of course, you can criticize them all you want, but you have to understand, you're using their platform, so you have to go by the rules, no matter how arbitrary they may be. The rules and the ways that they do them, unfortunately, that's all you can do. Because I don't have my own platform. There are no other good competitors that can compete with Twitch and YouTube.
And Kick is just a disaster.
Kick is a disaster overall.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen Kick do some things that are pretty much like adult oriented. I'm like, and they don't get knocked for it. I'm like, okay, like straight up adult oriented. Like, you can see nips and stuff. Oh man!
The thing is,
Merryweather already did bouncy nuts.
What?
Merryweather already did bouncy nuts. They took my idea.
Damn.
What are you gonna say about many?
Too late.
You got distracted by my bouncy nuts?
No. You made me forget because you didn't. Shut up!
I'm sorry. I do that a lot.
I swear, if we start living together, I'm just gonna tape your mouth. So whenever you're gonna interrupt me, I'm just gonna tape your mouth shut.
Probably a good idea. Probably will end better. Minecrafting Salvi, yes. It is odd, Dark Soul, but it's like I said, it may not be fair. A lot of the things that they do may not be fair, but you're using their system, so you got to work with it. Like ASMR, like people are getting hit for freaking eating cookies in ASMR. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I can understand if you're doing like the Hex ASMRs or the ones done by Fox where, you know, he's pretending that he's SAing somebody. That type of thing, I can understand those not being allowed. But freaking just regular, like, eating cookies and shit? Like, what the hell? How is that sexual? I don't get that.
I think the reason why she got her ASMR video removed is probably because of her moaning.
Yeah.
Because she was moaning while she was eating, and more often than not, if you moan, it's considered sexual, even if it's not.
That's true. Even if you go, like it's tasty, then yeah, that can be seen as, I can see that. Freaking weird ass YouTube.
Yeah.
Why do you say YouTube? Do you mean Twitch?
No, cause she got banned. She got her ASMR
On
taken
YouTube?
down on YouTube. The person we're talking about got their ASMR.
I think I've seen that with Milky as well.
Yeah. That's why a lot of YouTube creators don't do ASMRs anymore. Or they put them on like on Patreon or something like that. Because
the thing is, if you do sexual stuff like that, I can agree with the Patreon or like an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Because my terms of if you're doing not safe for work VA or anything like that, it's better to just if sexual stuff like that does not belong in the public.
That's true.
It just doesn't.
That's why there are sites for that.
And it's like you're losing out on money if people do like it.
That's also
like,
true.
I had a fight about it because I'm like, they probably still judge me for it, but I've said that. Why would you need to do not safe for VA in a public VC? That's fucking weird.
Well, I mean, yeah, that could be seen as weird. But the other thing is like, why not monetize it?
Yeah, why not make money off of it?
I mean, if you can.
They were confused on why I said that. I'm like, you're so stupid.
If you're popular enough that those get like maybe 100,000 views or whatever, why not monetize the damn thing? I don't have any problem with people monetizing those types of things because like if people like it, if they're willing to pay for it, then do it. Get your bag, get that bag, you know?
That's why I said if I ever do shit like that, it's going to be behind the paywall. You're paying like a good $30. I'm sorry.
Of course, you should always wait a little bit for yourself to get that popularity that people are willing to pay that. But if you have that popularity, why not do it? I mean, like I said, get that bag. Just like loot tubers. If you want to be lewd, get that bag, because loot tubers sell. Get that bag. I'm not complaining. But mark yourself as a loot tuber, you know? Categorize yourself properly. And every single loot tuber that I've followed in the past and I look at right now, they are actually marking themselves as 18 plus. They are marking themselves as as not for kids, you know, that type of thing. Just the way it should be.
You know, I want to tell you this because I wasn't able to, but so you remember that guy that sexually assaulted basically a lot of his exes, which were also viewers?
Ooh, oh, these cookies, yes, I did remember that.
Sorry, but I just found out he deleted that new account that he made.
Oh, really?
His next Twitch account.
Oh my.
That he tried to stalk follow me on.
Oh dear.
He deleted it again, and I also found out that he made yet another one.
Oh,
so
dear.
he's made like 4 or 5 of these accounts.
Dear. What was I gonna tell you? Let's see. Dark Soul says, "Don't stub your toe, Salvi." Yet YouTube keeps the crazy content farms that have poppy playtime characters, but it's a central thumbnail. YouTube's priorities are out of whack. Yes, and sometimes you even get freaking like condom ads and stuff on YouTube. I'm like, okay, kids are supposed to be watching this.
I hate the fact that they have a YouTube Kids.
Yeah.
That are truly designed to be for kids.
Yes.
And they don't use it.
I know. That was like, they supposedly created it just for kids, but they're not using it. Reminds me of a meme with a fight.
We should, like, we have a right to just like I feel like we're so heavily restricted on YouTube because too many kids use this and they don't want to enforce their YouTube Kids.
What it is also, you have to remember advertisers. Advertising money counts for everything on YouTube.
Did you need more dirt?
I brought more dirt.
Oh, you ran home to get more dirt?
Yep. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks, 5 stacks. There we go. So you have more dirt in case if you need it. So I'm just taking my 1 stack here, and
we're almost done.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't need too many more stacks. Yeah, right here. I did it right here so I can get all these 3 done. Yep.
I'm telling you, scaffolding.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If I could monetize things like what some of these people monetize, I would. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not an idiot. I would definitely monetize it. Like if I could monetize things like a freaking voice pack and actually get money off of it, heck yeah, I would do it. Like, I don't think there's a VTuber who wouldn't. Or a content creator overall who wouldn't. Monetize what you can. That's why a lot of content creators use commercials and stuff. So
I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't do it honestly. Because that's why I don't plan to stream on YouTube. If I were to multi-stream on 2 platforms, it'd probably be TikTok and, well, it depends on what happens to TikTok.
Yeah.
If it's not TikTok, then probably Twitter and Twitch. That's it.
Yeah, a lot of people do multi-stream on Twitter, which is interesting.
Yeah, I just learned about it. Funny enough.
Learned about it recently too.
Like, you can stream on Twitter now?
People are telling me to stream on Twitter. I'm like, I don't have a big enough audience, but I guess that's a possibility.
It'd be funny.
It would.
I don't even know how you do it. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's not like super difficult. I mean, other people do it.
Yeah. I think Senna talked about it. And that's the person I wanted you to raid, but a couple of days back, but someone was like, yeah.
We can raid her today. Or raid
They're
them
not
today.
here, dumbass. They're gone.
What do you mean they're gone?
They went to a convention to sell their new plushie.
Oh, okay. Well, whenever they come back, you let me know.
Plus, you two had different stream times. Also, that's a dude.
Oh.
You're calling a woman a dude. He's being sexist.
Oh God. Wait, you mean I'm calling a dude a woman? It's what you meant.
Yes.
Because he said you called a woman a dude. I'm like, huh? Yes. Huh?
Oh.
Like that cat, huh?
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, the honk cat. To be honest, if I were ever to stream, it would just be video games. Yeah, I mean, although that is a very, very, very overly saturated niche, so you would have a lot of competition. That's one of those things. Still nude yoga on YouTube, and there's also those like outfit tryout, whatever thingamadoobs, that are like all about, well, outfits, but you know. Yeah, we're
to be honest,
getting far enough.
Once I get my PC set up, a decent one, I'll probably try to aim to being what is it, a Dragon Adventures content creator. That'd be so funny.
Nice. I mean, Roblox still gets popularity.
I know, it's just this specific game is so under the radar, and the thing is, I could probably make it work if I just was smart about it, and
yeah.
And the thing is, I kind of am, because I was thinking of, like, the thing is, there was another Dragon Adventures content creator that I watched, but he's also kind of a shithead.
Ah, okay.
But the thing about it, because he's that person that was bullying someone in his, without his knowledge.
Oh dear.
And you made a poll about him too. That guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't do that.
I know, but what I want to do is like, because I told them before, and this applies to just everyone overall. Don't be that type of content creator who just does giveaways, because that's the only viewers you're gonna get.
Yeah, you're definitely not gonna get the type of people you want, really.
Mm-hmm.
They're only gonna be there for any giveaway that you give. That's all they're gonna do.
Yep. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm not gonna be that kind of person.
That's what I was told too. I was honestly told that by people. It's like don't be the kind of creator who just does those types of things because you're not gonna get as many views as you want. Number one.
Yeah.
And the ones that you do get are just not gonna be good for you.
Nope.
They're gonna leave you once you no longer have anything to give them. They're just there for the transaction of, you know, getting those things.
Because the thing is, if I had access to the like test servers, I was gonna do one of those type of streams where I test viewers' recommended themes. Because I feel like people would love that, and that gives more people the creative freedom. And it also gives a hint at the devs that they need to add something like this for the future.
Yeah, it's always good to give devs a little bit
because
of
it's like this gives people
push in the right
creative
direction.
freedom and to test what colors would look nice.
Yeah.
Hello, people.
Hello. Now, I am going to move up.
Steering wheel is hot.
I can imagine.
Yes, it's about 97 out here.
Oh dear.
I don't know. Yeah. It continues to rise. I will be home in a bit.
Nice. Oh, I need to mute whatever it is because it's time to switch over.
Bye, chat.
Bye. Laters. See you soon. So here we be. Dudettes. Yes, I never understood the pronoun wars by Guy Caddy about being mistaken for a girl or guy. If it's done intentionally, then I get it. Like if it's done intentionally to hurt somebody, which some people are assholes and actually do that. I understand the hatred and the dislike for that because you respect someone, whatever they want to be called, he, she, they, them, whatever, you respect them because that's what they deserve. Every human being deserves a respect like that. So that is absolutely something that I always push. You know, the respect when it comes to that kind of stuff, I always push that. So, of course, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for chilling, chatting with me. I'm going to send you to a moth girlfriend thingy, whatever. She's not actually doing any girlfriend stuff, though. But she's someone that I found recently just because Twitch recommended them to me. And yes, she has boobs, but she does not have like the extreme booba physics. She just has regular ones. And she's a moth. She wants to look sexy. So she wants to look sexy. That's fine. But of course, I will also try to send you guys to somebody on the YouTube side, as I always do, because you guys deserve it. Of course, like I said, be kind to yourselves, love yourselves, be proud of every single thing you've been able to accomplish because you have accomplished something wonderful for yourself. So please, of course, be happy and be proud of yourself for everything that you have been able to do. I thank you for being here, chilling with me, chatting with me. Be kind, eat something, get something to eat, get something to drink, get something just to enjoy yourself. Have a good rest of your day. Of course, I'm going to start up the raids. And as we listen to the music of Minecraft, I will say once again, Arar Mama. I will see you guys later today, because of course I have my afternoon stream. And finally, I will see you guys tomorrow on my birthday as well. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Enjoy the vibes, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye, honeys.